Good evening. We are live from Elk Grove, Illinois, where we have our first conference matchup of the season with the Buffalo Grove Bison visiting the Grenadiers from Elk Grove. For Elk Grove, they are 4-0, 4-0 for the first time since 2004. The Grens are coming off a victory against Niles West, where they won 23-3. The Grens are led by starting QB Mitchell Jansek, who has 6 passing touchdowns and 8 rushing touchdowns so far on this young season. As for the Buffalo Grove Bison, they come in with a 2-2 record, but winning their last 2 matchups, and the most recent win against Deerfield, where they won 23-13. Last season, Buffalo Grove got the better of the Grens, winning 49-6, but we have 2 winning streaks here on the line tonight. Let's see who gets the better of each other. Head coaches for tonight: Elk Grove, head coached by Miles Ossie, and Buffalo Grove, head coached by Jeff Vilk. Jerseys here tonight are yellow, green, and black helmets for Elk Grove, and Buffalo Grove is wearing all white Navy helmets. We have a 57-degree weather here tonight with 6 mile per hour wind speed. My name's Chris Randall, and I'm joined here tonight with John Walls.
Hey Chris, how are you? Glad you could make it. So it ought to be a fun night tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a blast. We have the Grens kicking off here first, and it will be led by Garrett Ewan, who's going to take us off for the kick.
You know, Elk Grove's in a unique spot. They haven't been in a long, long time. I mean, the fact that they're 4-0 has been many, many years, but now we start the conference schedule. Every coach will tell you you don't look ahead, but as a fan, I think I do. Buffalo Grove is the perfect first conference game for them. It's a good team, but there's a couple better teams behind them on the schedule in Prospect and Rolling Meadows and whatnot. So coaching staff and players will look at this one carefully, and I think if the Grens can hold on, from what I've seen so far, their defense is outstanding.
Yeah, and you brought up a good point where Buffalo Grove come in with a good look-ahead spot where the Grens face Prospect next week, possibly a good rivalry that is going on here. But Grens got to take it on what's on hand here, and that's the Bison of Buffalo Grove. Garrett Ewan's ready to kick us off, and here we go. Pretty good boot here. It's right fielded at the 15-yard line by number 17, Samuel Cho of Buffalo Grove, but taken down for about a 5-yard loss. Swarmed by the Grens by Kachi Ugu. Looked like he was there swarming him down first there for the Grens.
Jacob Belsner had he had the left side contained, and it allowed the Grens to get that loss. I mean, you can't start a game any better than that.
Yeah, he went backwards instead of forwards, and that's not what you would like to do to start off on the opening kickoff. Now we get the first look here of the Grens defense, which has been the strong suit for them this year. Has been only allowing 24 points so far on the year, which is huge through 4 games. We get our first look at QB Michael Cervantes, who hands the ball off to the right side. Pretty good run by the Grove, by the Bison here. Looks like got to carry about 7-8 yards on that.
Yeah, scouting report on Buffalo Grove says they have at least 2 to 3 offensive players that are just lightning fast, quarterback being one of them and the running back being the other. So we'll see. We'll see what Elk Grove can do to contain the edges. Be interesting.
Yeah. Well, it could only mean one thing. A lot of points by both teams, and that's always a fun matchup there.
It is. That's high school football.
Oh, we're lined up here. Shotgun formation. 2 running backs on each side of Cervantes and a wide receiver on the left side. Another handoff to the running back. He's got a little bit of room to work with. Broken tackle. 2 tackles before. Number 55 for the Grens, Joe Kovalers, takes him down. Good run there by number 17, Samuel Cho of the Bison.
Kovalers did not give up. He came from the far side. Daryl Hunt, the sophomore cornerback here, he was their last line of defense. He held him up just enough for the team to come get it. That was a big chunk play, 2 in a row for Buffalo Grove.
And they are marching down a little bit here as they started on the 10 and now on the 33-yard line. Same formation as we were in the last play. This one's another fake handoff there with Cervantes. He keeps it, gets about 2-3 yards, maybe 4 on that run.
Great discipline by Elk Grove there. Great discipline.
Yeah, a little bit of RPO action there, and QB sneak there action, and it was a good defense there and stopped him.
I mean, the tailback and the quarterback were running both with their hands on the ball, football till the line of scrimmage. Yeah. That's how long it took for them to make a decision.
Yeah.
I don't think the defense knew which way to go, but they did a nice job.
Yep. Good discipline, as you said. Three running options here at the start of the Bison's defense. Let's see if we see a pass here, if they just stick with it, as the Grens hasn't really had a stop to the run yet. And they go right back to it with number 10, Matthew Medarkle, running back. He does not pick up the first down, which is good, but about 3rd and 2 here on the 40-yard line.
This could be a key down here for the Grenadiers.
Yep.
You don't want a long, sustained. I mean, obviously, you keep them out of the end zone, that's great, but you don't want a long, sustained drive on the first drive.
Yeah. We want to make sure defense stays healthy for a long game here, 12 minutes per quarter as usual here in high school football, but we want to make sure fresh legs are on the field at all times, whether it's the offensive side or defensive.
Little shift here.
Yep.
Strong side, right?
Medarkle steps on the right side, which has been the handoff. A little pitch left to the right there. Good swarm, and he stopped behind the line. Great stop. Hopefully should get off the field here. Great defense by the Grens.
A couple of Buffalo Grove guards and tackles. They're pulling, and they're pulling to the strong side. But I think Elk Grove's smaller, obviously, but they got to be quicker. That's the second time we've seen them, either no gain or a loss.
Yeah, exactly. And Buffalo Grove does bring the punter out. Garrett Ewan made the initial tackle there, and now he's back to receive the punt here. Let's see what happens with the punt. Number 17, Samuel Cho, back to punt it off for the Bison, and he does get it off. Pretty nice punt. Winds help blowing that one back in the Grens' direction, and the Grens get a nice bounce.
Yes, they
was
do.
Recovered by the Bison at the 41. And we'll get our first look here tonight with Mitchell Jansek. Stated earlier, 6 passing touchdowns, 8 rushing touchdowns. But on the passing side, he's 41-67 for 609 yards so far on the season. 70 rushes to go along with that for 345 yards. So dual threat QB here for the Grens, which is huge.
Dual threat for sure. He's going to miss Lucas Rogers. He's a junior wideout. He's going to miss him for this week and next. So I suspect the Grens might be running the ball a little bit more, but we'll see what opens up for him.
Looks like they're lining up here, empty backfield, which could be good. Possibly see Garrett Hewen, a lot of targets here tonight, like you said, with Lucas Rogers out. Jacob Elsner will also need to step up, as he is been the starting running back for the Grens as well. Yeah,
last game, Ewan, Elsner, and Martorano kind of stepped up for Lucas, but he is hard to replace.
Flag on the play. Yeah, Elsner in motion going towards the strong side. Let's see what the call is here. Illegal formation on the Grens. I'll be 5 yards back.
Okay, we'll let that one go, but it can't be a trend.
No, one penalty per quarter, we'll say.
That's it.
Well, I'll move forwards, not back.
Exactly right. A couple years back, that was one of the Elk Grove's biggest snafus. Was they'd get a little momentum, and it was a 15-yard personal foul, and it just never panned out for them. This team's a little more disciplined.
Yep, now we got Elsner on his right side, and he's going to lead block for him. He takes a shot down the field to Garrett Ewan, but it is 5 yards out of the reach of him. Good look there. Good initial block by Ewan Jacob Elsner to stop the blitz that was coming, but way to stand in the pocket a little bit and take a shot.
A little hand fighting by the BG corner was definitely legal play, and I think, the adrenaline's flowing, right? He let him too much, quite frankly.
Yeah. And I like the play call there. Want to get the crowd going on your home field here. Want to get them going, get the momentum on your side, as you just got a stop on defense, and now you got the ball, but 2nd and 15 got a little bit of room to make up with here.
And it opens Buffalo Grove's eyes to saying, hey, we got to watch this play now too, on top of everything else.
Again, empty backfield. They do hand it off to number 3, Sebastian Holovich, who's got a little bit of room to work with before being tripped up. About 6-yard gain, or actually 9-yard gain there, my apologies. So it should be about 3rd and 4-ish here, short field, way to make up for it there on second and long.
It's a good ball fake. I was tracking Mitchell Jansek for about the first 3 yards that the running back had the ball.
Sebastian Halovic was the carry there. He's listed as a linebacker, but good use there. Probably going to be a good job stepping up here for Lucas Rogers, as we said. It comes down being injured. Got Elsner in his backfield. Pump fake. He takes the run. He takes a little leap. Still short of the 4th down. There is a flag in the backfield. Hopefully not holding here, but And that is exactly what it will be. Holding on the Grens will take a couple yards back. I would assume it will be declined even, and they'll punt it away.
That was Jeremiah Pickett on the hold. He's had some really great games. I'm extremely impressed with him. We don't get to call out offensive linemen all that often, even between defensive linemen and offensive linemen. But he has really done a nice job for EG this year. He fires off the ball. He's always the first one off the ball.
Yep. And it looks like the Bison accepted it here, so possibly it'll be about 3rd and 15 once again. That yardage is back, but you get another chance here to stay on the field and keep the offense on the field. And Mitch is ready for the snap, and he gets a fake handoff to Elsner. He steps up in the pocket. He's got room to run. He's got a lot of room to run for the first down here. He lowers his shoulder. That's going to be a close one here. Maybe 4th and 2, 4th and 1. Good opportunity to maybe go for it. I know you're on your own sideline here, but it is midfield.
Well, we'll see if the coaching staff looks like they're going to punt it, but you got the wind at your back here. What little wind there is, it's a little too early to kind of show your cards on the aggression, I would think. Yeah,
4th and 3 too. I guess a little. I thought he got a couple more yards there. Kept his legs turning, but
well, I'm telling you, he didn't send the punting unit out that quickly.
No.
I have a feeling he was thinking about the same thing.
Yep. And good way to just pin the Bison back in their back end here and probably come down with another stop on defense.
Let's see if we get the same coverage that we did on the kickoff because Elk Grove was flying to the ball.
And here's the punt.
Rough punt.
Mitch Jancic was the one that punned that one away. Dual player there. Once again, this one will stop at the 35-yard line, so the Bison will take over at the 35.
I'm interested to see what happened to the punter. We'll see if he's out again.
Oh, we'll get a second look here at the Bison's offense. Had good yards running the ball, and then right around the third drive for the Bison, stopped by the Grens. So see if they stick to the run game or if they want to throw a little bit more.
Yeah, Pickett 50 on the far side from where I'm at. Watch him off the ball. He'll be the first one, and he's got to be starting to get double teamed with all the film that people have on him.
Yeah, and they send out Peyton Diaz, who does hand the ball off to 19, Anthony Polacco. Good stop there by the Grens. Gain and nothing. Good job there.
8 green and gold jerseys on that ball by the time the running back hit the ground. That's what you want to see.
Exactly, yeah. You could credit that tackle to the entire defensive line by the Grens there.
It's surprising because Buffalo Grove comes in. They lost 13 seniors last year. They were a decent team. But they usually have some big boys up front.
Yeah, and the Bison stick with Peyton Diaz once again here. Last drive we saw the other QB. Diaz does take a shot. Good tip by
my goodness.
Good tip by Lucas Tostard of Elk Grove, but good adjustment by the receiver of the Bison, and they do pick up the carry there. They do pick up the completion.
Lucas Tostard made as good a play as any coach would want, and that is just flat-out luck by Buffalo Grove. Give him credit. He tracked the ball in. That's a huge gain, which should have been an incomplete pass.
Or even interception.
Yeah, absolutely.
Samuel Cho was the one that came down for that ball, came down with that ball with the Bison.
Give both defense and offense credit on that.
Yep.
Good play all the way around.
Diaz stays in the matchup here. Why wouldn't he? He was making a first completion pass. He takes the triple option, look like there, and he just tries to keep that one and just gets sacked in the backfield there.
Buffalo Grove's going to have to start sealing that right side of the line. Elk Grove is in the backfield before the handoff, right?
Yeah. Every time they tried to run the ball on this possession,
and they're sending 4.
Right there.
I don't see any run blitzes.
It looks like most of it's by Pickett and Ugui on that left side there.
Both good athletes.
Good stop there. Keep right after that completion was made, so hopefully they could keep it up here and get another stop and get the defense off the field. Guy in the shotgun formation, player to the right. They do hand it off, but once again, little to nothing is there. All right, breaks a couple bit of tackles, but still, a little nothing, maybe 4 yards on that pickup.
Yeah, good play again by the D. You're going to stop him here on 3rd and 10. You've really done something.
Yep.
I don't want to say it's a fluke play, right? But I give both sides credit on that play. Tostard and whatnot. But, it went into BG's side. You don't hang your head. You stop him here. You've done a nice job.
Exactly, yeah. Every game there's going to be a couple plays go your way and a couple plays that don't.
Absolutely.
The Bison of Buffalo Grove send out both QBs, it looks like here. Cervantes and Diaz look like to be in the huddle. Let's see where they go with this.
Cervantes is lightning fast too.
Yeah. Diaz is looks like initiating. They're going to take the snap here in the shotgun formation, and he does.
They're going to go deep.
Does throw the play. Looks like he's short of the first down marker, maybe 4th and 2 here.
Yeah.
The receiver did not get to the sticks, and that was Cervantes who came up with that ball. Did not get to the sticks, though. 4th and 3 will be the yardage.
Well, if Buffalo Grove doesn't have a good kicker, you got to know they're going to go for this here.
Yep.
Into
and
the
Diaz
wind.
Was out there.
This would be a 40-yard kick, 40-something.
Could be huge stop. Could be huge momentum swinger here for the Grens. Let's hope they get it here. 2
cornerbacks absolutely naked here on Elk Grove side.
And they do a quick pass, and it's dropped.
Nice.
It's dropped by number 19, Anthony Polano of the Buffalo Bison. Great defensive stop by the Grens, and now let's see if they could come up with momentum here with Mitch Jancic and the offense.
That pass had contrails on it. It was going so quickly. It was a good pass, maybe a little high, but Elk Grove pinned it.
Yeah, his receiver there did not help him out too much on that one, but good news there for the Grens.
Yeah, this is going well for Elk Grove. You know, you want to be in this, and I'm telling you, over the last many years, you know, sometimes by the first quarter end, you weren't ever going to see it, you know, a win, but they're playing really well.
Playing well this whole season too. We got under 3.5 minutes here in the first quarter. 0-0 is our score, and Jancic takes the direct snap, and he's running with it. He's got a little bit of room to work with here as he picks up the first down. Good first play with the QB keeper.
I think he ran 15 to 18 yards for that 10, but we'll take it.
Yeah, he ran made a couple men miss, but it's a good news there as he picked up the first down. 1st and 10 on the 42. Looks like this play, Elsner will line up in the backfield with Mitch.
When Elsner gets ahead of steam, he is hard to bring down.
Yeah.
He's tough. He runs strong and hard. He's kind of a north-south guy, but.
And he fakes off the handoff to him, and he's got an open receiver for another first down. That's Sebastian Holovich with that completion.
Holovich with a nice jump catch.
Yeah.
Mitchell put it right where he needed to be. He was
right
the
in
only
the
guy
chest.
that could have caught.
Yep, exactly. I'll move the chains once again. Now we're in plus territory. Offense moving for the Grens. Good communication here by the coaches and Mitch. Looks like have another empty backfield. Elsner's been playing a little bit of an Aaron Jones role so far in the backfield and in the slot. Another QB keeper here for the Grens. He's got some more room to work with and a good 7-yard carry there.
Good seal by the Grenadiers. Mitchell just cut it back to the middle and got an extra 3-4 yards.
Yeah. Last time after the keeper, they threw a pass here. We'll wonder if they'll go with the pass again or just try and run the ball, pick up the first down.
Yeah,
2nd and 2.
2nd and 2, 2 minutes left in the first.
No rush to try and score at the end of the first quarter here. You keep the ball, just switch the side. So Jancic, though, lined up in the backfield with no one with him. Motion man. And another QB keeper here. He's got a little bit of room to work with. He cuts back inside and does pick up the first down. Be right around the 30-yard line.
I would think at least by halftime, Buffalo Grove's going to have to make a decision. They kind of knew Lucas Rogers. They knew Lucas Rogers was out, so you kind of had to know Elk Grove was going to run the ball. So the problem with them is if they knew it and they're not stopping it, they're going to have to make adjustments at half.
Especially now with a lot of the running being done by Mitch Jancic, may have to put a QB watch on there by one of the linebackers.
Which at that point, then you counteract with something over the middle,
exactly.
Or a fly route, something.
Hit the tight end, we're going over the middle for a big one. Jancic lines up, no one in the backfield once again. Does look to pass, and he's got a receiver. And this one is picked off here by number 7. There is a flag. Tyler Baker with the interception, but this one could be pass interference on Baker as well. Let's see what the call is.
I will say this. If this is pass interference, this is something you rarely see. So you got the far side judge is going to make the call on top of the other referee that was 4 feet from the play. Even in high school, they try to protect their own little territory, protect their guys. It was interference. There's no questioning. But we'll see if this goes through.
And if it doesn't, either way here, that was the first mistake I've seen Mitch Jancic make of just about this entire season. He tried to force that ball a little bit there. He could have just thrown it away on first down.
Yeah, he telegraphed it.
And it will be pass interference on the Bison.
I will tell you, no matter what level of basketball referees, you would never see that. If you're the closest to the play, you make the call.
Exactly.
And if they get it wrong, they just shrug their shoulders.
Yep.
That's a break for the Grens.
Absolutely is. Keep the momentum, keep the offense on the field. Now they got to just pick it up here. Got the TV catching us on
there we
camera
are.
Here.
Like the hat tip.
Hope everyone's having a great day tonight, and hopefully we get a Grens win.
Great weather for high school football.
Marching down a little bit here after that penalty will be in the red zone as it looked like they placed the ball at the 17-yard line of the Bison.
If I'm Coach Osei, I am running this ball until further notice. They've had such success. We needed a couple chunk plays with passes. I don't think you need that here.
No, yeah, just keep running it. Have no stop for it, and until they stop you, why not just run it in the red zone here? Empty backfield, quick fake pass, and he's got room to run. Looks like he's going to squeeze in, maybe just short.
Six or seven, maybe? 6 or 7 yard line?
Yep. 7-yard line. Good QB run there by Jancic. Picks up the 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
What I like about Elk Grove's offense is, they're running and they're running Mitch a lot, but they're giving him different looks.
Yep.
You know, it's just, it's not just, off to the right, head to the corner.
Yeah, that one was a good one there with a fake throw to Garrett Lewin on the right side, and then just run with Mitch, and it did a good job.
Garrett's really wide out here to the right. Bringing a corner with him.
Got man in motion, does hand it off to him. He stays on his feet. Good job by Sebastian Holovich. Still staying on his feet. Did get short, gained a yard, it looks like, from this line judge. Good, tough run. That play will probably end the first quarter as we're under 20 seconds here. Grens don't look very much hurry option here, but we'll never know. Yeah, looks like offense is coming back, and they're just going to let the clock run down here for the end of the first quarter as we have a 0-0 score. Good battle so far, though, here in the first quarter.
I think if you ask Coach Osei before the game, and if he really gave you the truth, he would say he'd be very happy with 0-0.
Yeah.
You've kind of filled out the other team. Buffalo Grove had a great team last year. You got to expect, yes, they lost some seniors, but they'll reload. Elk Grove's driving down here, 2nd and 5. Let's see what happens. But Coach Osei's got to be pretty happy.
Yep, 2nd and 5. 2nd and goal on the 5-yard line. Hopefully we see the first points of the game where the Grens have scored 132 points while the Bison have scored 110 points. Grens got a plus 108 point differential so far on the season, while Buffalo Grove has a minus 5 point differential. So point differential doesn't mean anything, but it does show a lot what your season's been going so far.
Yeah, you compare their stats this year through 4 games to their season last year. It's a remarkable difference.
Yes.
So Coach Osei brought in a couple different coaches in the last couple years. So Brent Perlman was his head coach at Mount Prospect. Brent was probably head coach, guessing, but I'm not going to be far off, 22 years. And he also brought in Tony Wolansky. I believe he was an MSL coach as well.
Awesome.
So he's got some really old, seasoned veteran MSL coaches to help him out here.
And veterans is what you need on a coaching staff to be successful.
It's absolutely showed. Elk Grove's way more disciplined than they have been in the years past.
Jancic lines up here at the start of the second quarter. Empty backfield, as we've seen a lot so far in the first half. Another fake throw, and he gets taken down right away, possibly gain a yard, maybe 2, but is not able to squeeze in there.
Yeah, Buffalo Grove sniffed that one out very well.
Yeah. Looked like number 19, Anthony Palau of the Bison, got the initial tackle there, as then a couple other Bison came up and swarmed him.
If you're going to run here at Elk Grove, you got to have a little misdirection because Buffalo Grove is sack in the middle.
Yep.
And if you don't make it here, if I'm Elk Grove, I'm going for it if it's less than 4 yards.
Yeah, four down territory, and if you don't convert, you're pinned them back in their own defensive. They do go for a pass here, and it looks like it's caught for the touchdown.
I don't see any hands yet.
Caught
there
by
it is.
Sebastian Holovich. Great throw. Jancic really squeezed that one in a tight window. Sebastian Holovich, huge part of the offense in the first quarter, and that continues here in the second as the Grens get a 6-0 lead from the hands of Holovich and the pass from Mitch Jancic.
We've called a lot of names so far, but Holovich seems to be rising to the top tonight.
Yeah, big step up for the injured Lucas Rogers. We'll have Garrett Hewen line up for the extra points and try to make this a 7-0 lead, and it's good.
Got it.
Looked like right through the middle there.
Did. Yeah, Coach O saying the offensive coordinator got to be happy, right? You get 2 weeks with your best receiver out, and you got a couple guys that step up. All it does is help the confidence in its team. Because now you got 3 people to throw to.
Yeah, and once Lucas Rogers comes back, then your offense is going to be fires blazing, and a lot of points will be scored. Well, second drive of the game, and it was a long one. That took about 7 minutes off the clock as we're into the second quarter now. A lot of run plays, and then a couple good passes when they needed it.
Well, Buffalo Grove does have these 2 quarterbacks, and I know we've talked a lot about Diaz, but Cervantes is, I think he had a pretty decent game last game, so it's almost like a 2-tiered front. We'll see what happens throughout this quarter. If Buffalo Grove doesn't move the ball and possibly score, you might see a switch.
Yeah. Looks like we're ready to go here. I would assume that Garrett Ewan will also kick off from the 40-yard line. He's been the primary kicker for the Grens all season, kicking PATs, sometimes getting in the punting action and kicking and doing the kickoffs, which there's been a lot of kickoffs because they scored a lot of points.
Yes, they have. The wind has picked up a little. I'm not saying it's going to knock the ball down completely, but it's enough to cause a little bit of a less kick.
Yeah, in the last when the Buffalo Grove punted from it too, the wind definitely did knock it down about 5 yards. Let's see here. Ewan with the kick, and this is a short line drive, but it does get right around the 15-yard line. It is returnable as well. And he's got a little bit of room to work with before he runs out at the 25. Samuel Cho received the kickoff and took it about 10 yards.
Elk Grove's got so much hustle. I'm telling you, this is a different program. 4 guys chasing the guy out of bounds and you know, had a shot to take a shot and didn't.
Yep.
The smartest thing in the world.
Yeah, no need there. He was running out of bounds already. Don't want to create a 15-yard penalty and take the momentum right off your side. Especially now you want to get your defense off and go back and score another 7 points here and go up 14-0.
I wonder if BG starts to air it up a little bit with the wind. Like I said, it's not a huge difference, but it will have a factor.
Looks like we got Cervantes in the backfield, and he hands it off to Anthony Palau. He's got a little bit of room to work with here, but he's probably taken down 2-yard pickup maybe.
Yeah,
good swarm by the Grens there as he had good pickup there.
A lot of action for 2 yards.
Yeah, exactly. Made a couple guys miss, but then the Grens were right there to just take them down. 2nd and 8 on the 27-yard line. So it seems like first drive we've seen Cervantes, second drive we've seen Diaz, and now we're seeing Cervantes again.
I'm just surprised. I don't think we've seen but maybe 3 pass plays from Buffalo Grove so far.
And one of them was the very lucky Cervantes keeper here and picks up probably about 6, and it'll be 3rd and short. Yeah, the one pass play that I could recall is the one where the Grens defender made a good turnaround play and just tipped it up to the offenseman. We got 3rd and 2 on the 33-yard line. Clock still running as we're under 10 minutes here in the first half. Cervantes with his man on his right and his left in the backfield under the shotgun. He takes a snap. Keeper there, fake handoff to number 10, and he does pick up the first down and a little bit more.
I will tell you, if he finds a hole, he will be gone.
Yeah, that was
his first step. After that, he is, 1,000%. They're going to have to really watch this. There's a change of pace for BG, and it seems to be working so far.
Yeah, I mean, he only ran about 7 yards there, but that was quick 7 yards as he was turned upfield and just put his head down and ran.
Very quick.
The Bison have been in the same formation, 1 receiver to the right and then 2 backs in the field with the QB. This is a little bit high snap, but they keep it again with Cervantes, and this one is stopped right away. Great pursuit by the defense of the Grens and stop them for no gain.
But the safeties and the corners have to stay disciplined, right? They're boring us to tears at the same setup, and I'm sure they're just waiting for somebody to bite.
Yep.
The linebackers in the line are doing they're doing fine. They're giving 2-3 yards and maybe a 6-yard chunk.
You know, they could nickel and dime it all the way down where eventually they'll need to complete a pass to score a touchdown, I would assume.
Just can't have a secondary bite.
This time they come out with a different look. 3 receivers to the right, 1 back. And the fake handoff, and he got an open receiver there with number 8. Michael Cervantes made the catch, and he was off to the races there. And there is a flag in the backfield as well. That could be roughing the passer on Peyton Diaz, who completed another pass. So it seems like Diaz will do the throwing, and Cervantes will do the running.
Yeah, it's a dual-headed threat, personal foul, roughing the passer.
Yeah, number 1, Kachi Ugu, maybe on that roughing the passer there.
All right, you said it the best. You get 1 a quarter. That's it. We're done for the half, right?
Yep. But it does seem like the refs are kind of moving the Bison defense or offense back here. Not exactly sure what's.
I think he's trying to figure out where the line of scrimmage was.
Wouldn't that penalty, though, be at the end of the play?
I believe so. High school has some funky rules. Yeah, so
it does look like they're adding it now.
Personal
to the
fouls
end of the
are
play.
on top. You're right.
It's,
Yeah, if you watch a lot of NFL and NCAA, and then all of a sudden you see something in high school, you're like, what in the world are they doing?
Well, this ball will be placed 1st and 10 at the Gren's 20-yard line. So Bison, first time we see him in the red zone. Diaz is out there, and last time we've seen Diaz, or the times we've seen Diaz, it was all pass. So we'll see if that trend continues as Cervantes is going to line up. Same formation as the last. Cervantes is somewhat in the slot here near side. This one fakes the throw and hands it off to number 10, Matthew Madarkle, but he is stopped right away. Probably picks up 2 yards on that one, 3 yards.
Might have been Pickett. I wish I knew, but boy, they just stopped him in his tracks. He might have lost his shoes.
Yeah, he got hit hard on that one.
Good play. 2nd and 7.
The Grens can find a way to get a stop here in the red zone. It'd be huge.
Absolutely huge. Plenty of time in the quarter, but it'd be nice to keep him out of the end zone. Ooh,
and
blitz
here's
by
the snap
Grove.
to Diaz, a little bit high. Diaz takes a shot. He's got an open receiver in the end zone. That is Samuel Cho, who comes down for a touchdown for the Bison. 7-6 our score. 8 minutes and 3 seconds left in the first half. Good ball there by Peyton Diaz. And even better catch by Samuel Cho.
Absolutely. So Elk Grove had a blitz. You know, it got picked up. Quarterback threw the receiver open. He had somebody on his hip, and he just threw him wide open, and there you have it.
And number 25, Jake Rubino, will line up for the extra point here.
Big extra points now.
And here is a snap, and it's a good one, and it is through the uprights. We have a tie game, 7-7 here.
Well, one big play and a 15-yarder.
Yep.
And if that's not a coaching moment, you don't know what is. It's going to happen. Now you just got to come back from it.
Yep. And if we see the drive that we did with the Grens again, this may be the last drive of the half, as they took about 7-8 minutes off the clock, the last drive on their scoring drive.
Well, Buffalo Grove in the last 6 plays, they looked like a team that, you know, really has changed their mind on how they're going to do it, and they were getting chunks again. So I'll take a long, drawn-out little drive here. Score or no score, we'll take it, but we just don't want to turn the ball over in a 3-and-out.
Yeah, even though it was only a 3-minute drive for the Bison, you want to have somewhat of a decent drive to make sure that your defensive line, defensive players are all ready to go for the next time they are out on the field.
Yeah, you just don't, you know, momentum's on BG side. You kind of want to let that leak that air out of the sidelines a little bit.
Run the ball, run the clock a little bit, and football's a game of an adjustment. So Buffalo Grove made an adjustment here. Now the Grens got to come back with an adjustment. Carson Garhart will kick this one away for the Bison. And here it is. It's a little bit shorter of a punt and received by the Grens at the 20-yard line. He gets knocked down by Daryl Hunt, but he stays on his feet, and he's got a little bit of room to work with. He breaks a tackle. He's got room. He's got room. A stiff arm there on the far side. He'll be taken down at the 47-yard line. That is Jacob Elsner, I believe, that received that play.
I believe you're right, and I will tell you this. This is why I don't coach. He turned his ankle a little bit. A player ran in front of him, and I was just hoping he would take a knee. And that was 30 yards ago.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I'm glad he kept going.
Daryl Hunt ran into him there right when he received it, and he still bounced off and stood up and broke a couple tackles and made a good run.
That was about at the 20.
Yeah, 30-yard pickup as they'll mark him down at the 50-yard line. He must have rolled a couple yards because I thought he got a couple more than that.
Agreed.
Well, let's see Jancic again. A lot of shotgun from both teams here as they hand this one off to Elsner. Jancic took a shot there as he gave the handoff as the defensive back thought Jancic had it there.
Yeah, that's an Elk Grove staple, that play. They've been running that for years, and it's been very successful. You need an athlete to do it, but
yep. And they got two of them.
Yeah.
And that was a 4-yard pickup by Jacob Elsner. 7 minutes, 24 seconds here. Mitch will line up in the shotgun once again, this time an empty backfield again. A couple times with the empty backfield, he'd been a fake pass and run it.
Run blitz.
And this is another run here. This one's stopped.
Got out of it.
But a good job of taking something out of nothing there. He was stopped in the backfield, but he made a man miss and picked up 2-3 yards on that play. Good job by Jancic.
Yeah, I mean, just a little juke move. And, I mean, he almost had both legs wrapped up, but he got out, and now he's positive yards.
Kept the legs turning, jumped over the pile that fell there at the offensive line. Now we got a 3rd and 3 on the Bison 43-yard line.
What do you do here, Chris? 3rd and 3. You don't really want to give the ball up.
No, two run plays. Got positive yards on both. I'd say you probably run it again. And if it's 4th and 1, 4th inches, I say maybe even take a chance and go for it.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% on that. Let's hope we don't get the 4th.
Yes, let's get the first down and maybe a lot more. As an empty backfield for Jancic once again with a man in motion. He does take a step back, and he's stacked. It looks like the ball's on the field.
It's a fumble.
And that looks to be recovered by the Bison. That is exactly not what you want to happen there. Hopefully Jancic's all right as he's still on the ground. He's being helped up by his teammates. This is not what you want to see as QB who's been the staple of the offense.
Yeah, hopefully it's a little bit of both, a little pain and a little bruised ego.
Yep.
But Mitch is a pretty tough kid.
Yes.
You know what? Buffalo Grove, everybody's screaming and yelling. That really was kind of what we just said, but it was just a more dramatic play, right?
Yep.
So let's say they get stopped for, 3rd and 3, it's 4 and 1, they stop. That's where we're at.
Exactly. Same exact outcome as it would have been here.
And if I'm the coaching staff, I'm telling Elk Grove, don't bang your head on this one. It's okay.
Different QB here as there was a direct snap.
It's a hold.
Direct snap to Anthony Palau, who's been taking a couple rushes, been a couple passes, but we do have a holding on Bison. Good call there.
Best way to have help your defense is have somebody hold you.
Yep.
That's big for Buffalo Grove, right? We just talk about that momentum all the time. They're all screaming and yelling on the sidelines, as rightfully so. And you come out in the first play, you're going to be 1st and 20. That's got to just kill your momentum.
And now you got Samuel Cho, who's been the primary target for both QBs. He's still down on the ground for the Bison. So this could be a huge loss for them as well.
I think it's just a flat tire. He doesn't look like he's in. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's two guys. I think the one is tying his shoe. But
I couldn't see him through the grens. Yeah, I just, you love competition in sports, but in high school especially, you just hate to see injuries.
Yeah.
Kids 18 and under are fairly pliable, but,
it always happens.
We've all heard about sports and sports injuries.
Yep. And you made a good point before we brought up Samuel Cho about you just come up with a big turnover, in just about plus territory, and then you go and hold someone and you go back 10 yards. That's a big killer there.
Yep. Coach's nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
That's another one on film.
Kills the momentum as well. So hopefully Grens can get it back here with a big stop.
Yeah, this injury timeout, right? It just calms everybody down and both sides.
And more importantly, as the offense for the Grens was a little bit shaky there and didn't have a long drive of possession. So now defense is getting more time to rest and be more fresh for this drive.
So Cho comes up limping, which I hate to say it, but I always like to see a limp more than I like to see a head down and groggy.
Yep, exactly.
As he's walking further and further, it looks like it's getting a little bit better. So a little sprained
step.
ankle, hopefully that's all it is.
Hopefully we see Cho back in the game. We never want to see an injured player not be able to return.
1st and 20. Gotta wonder what they're dialing up here.
Looks like you're going to go with the same play as Anthony Polano is in the backfield, and he's another keeper here just to the opposite side. This time, not as good yards. Probably picked up about 6. 2nd and 14.
Looks like Buffalo Grove has made an adjustment. They're firing somebody, and I can't see that far, but they're firing somebody on the left side before the run because he's getting 4 and 5 yards, where the first quarter he was getting like 1.
2 or 3,
yeah.
1. Possibly even stopped in the backfield a couple times. So Polano will be in the taking the snap again with Cervantes here on the near side as a receiver. They have gone to Cervantes a couple times in the passing game, but he's also been a QB.
Daryl Hunt's got to stay with him, a sophomore against a senior.
Snap high, a little bit high snap, but it's another keeper again, and this one's blown up.
Nowhere.
This time he's only got about 2 yards. Great defensive play. Brings up 3rd and long, 3rd and 12, probably around the 44-yard line, 45-yard line. Good job.
Not going to lie, I saw the ball marker and thought he was that close to the first down.
Yeah, I got confused there a little bit as well.
I let out a little breath when you see 10 yards down. There's the first down marker. Huge down here for Elk Grove, under 5 minutes in the first.
Yep, and they did bring out Peyton Diaz onto the field. 6-foot junior looks to be for Diaz. This time Diaz will be there, and we got Polano, Cervantes on the near side, 3 receivers to his right. Bet you he'll be looking that way, and he is, and that is a wide open Polano, but that one looked like hit the ground. He bobbled it a little bit here, but this judge on the near side is calling it a catch. Definitely looked like from our angle there that ball hit the ground as he hit the ground.
Yeah, side judge was a little behind, about 8 yards behind the play.
Yep.
I get it, but, man, that thing sure looked like it hit the ground. That's all right.
Bison catch another break. That's 2 breaks for the Bison and none for the Gruns. But we do have a tie game here, which is huge.
4th and 1. We're under 4 minutes by the time they snap this ball. You need to keep them out of the end zone. Be good to get the ball back at some point.
Yeah,
they were close right there. PG's found a little soft spot, though, in the defense. They're coming over the middle. Nothing to the sides.
And they line up with Polano. Probably direct snap again. He's just going to take it himself. And it looks like it's going to be close. See where the line marks him here, but this could be short. If it's over for a first down, it's about half an inch that he got there.
I say, and I just moved to the right, so it's about, I don't know, maybe 1.5 feet.
Yeah, they look like they do give him the first down on the 42.
Good plunge by both sides, offense and defense.
Clock running, though. 3 minutes, 30 seconds here. I would assume the Bison want to get a lead before halftime, but with the way they've been running this play here, it's been kind of been stopped a little bit.
Their success has been, run, and then something over the middle. Here comes a blitz by Elk Grove.
And Cervantes takes the direct snap, and he's done. He's gone in the backfield. We'll see where they'll give him the forward progress to only lose 2 yards on this play. But he was thrown back about 4 or 5 yards by number 85, Carter Boguet of the Grens.
Gutsy call by the defensive coordinator, and I say that because we all think he's going to run, but if that turns out to be a pass play, there's 3 guys wide open downstream. It was awesome.
Yep.
Grove really plugged the gap, and nice loss.
And then even better news, Lude's yardage, and with under 3 minutes here, anything can happen, but with the way the Bison's offense has been, it's been not a lot of pass and a lot of run to keep the clock running.
They're doing just enough to keep you on your heels.
Motion man here, and it's a snap to Cervantes.
Nowhere. Oh, he
picks up something out of nothing there. Probably gains about 4 yards, but it's another 3rd and long.
Good hesitation there.
Yeah, he made a man miss with that hesitation.
Let him go
was
right
able to pick up 4 yards.
Yep.
As we approach the under 2 minute mark here, 7-7. This time, the Bison bring out Peyton Diaz and Cervantes both on the field. Diaz will be taking the snap with a receiver to his right. This time, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. I'd assume pass play here with 3rd and long.
The blitz,
and it is
blitz.
And Cervantes drops that ball, so it will be 4th and 8. Good defensive work by the Grens there as they just, I'm sure Cervantes heard some footsteps coming up behind him and made him think to run and make the man miss before he even caught the ball.
Yeah, I know I'm calling Pickett's number, but that was the whole entire defensive line.
Yep.
Kudos to them.
Good pressure, and he had to get the ball out quick before Cervantes really even turned his head for that.
No question here. It looks like they're going to punt. I still think you got to watch what you're doing here.
Yeah, anything can happen.
They have nothing to
lose,
punts. Really, right? Minute 41 left.
Garrett Ewan ready in the backfield. Punt from about the 45-yard line. He gets it off. This is a pretty good one as the Grens will be put back in the back territory. This will stop rolling around the 3-4 yard line. Pretty good punt there by Peyton Diaz. It looked like was the initial punter there.
That's a fine play for Elk Grove.
Yep.
Fine defensive stand.
Yeah, especially giving the ball, coughing the ball up, and then not giving any points from that. That's huge. And got a minute 30 to go here. I'd assume they take some shots down the field, maybe run it, get it out of the end zone, and then maybe take a shot or two down the field.
Well, Buffalo Grove's got 2 timeouts. Let's see if we can't just get a first down, and that way they won't even have a chance to use them. But you know, if they get a stop or something for a loss here, Buffalo Grove will take a timeout, no question.
Absolutely, yes. They're lined up on the 3-yard line. Elsner on Mitch's left, and it is given to him. It gets maybe, it looks like nothing. They're going to give him nothing on the play, 2nd and 10. And Bison will take a timeout.
Yeah, I was going to say, I can't believe the referee's not calling timeout.
Yeah.
The guy's halfway out to the field trying to get his attention.
And that made the clock run a couple extra ticks there as it's a minute 19.
Yeah, sometimes it might sound negative, but this is the facts. I mean, Elk Grove's got 2nd and 10, minute 19. Buffalo Grove will have 1 timeout, and you're kicking into what every 20 minutes becomes an extra 3-4 mile-an-hour wind.
Exactly.
You know, a first down would do wonders here.
Yeah, and extend the half. So, Buffalo may not get the punt there around midfield, or even better, because you are going to be punting from the white line if you do not pick up a yard.
Yeah. The beauty of this whole thing is Elk Grove gets the ball coming out of half.
Exactly. If they were able to break one free here, they could be up 2 touchdowns before we know it once halftime is over. Both teams heading back out onto the field. I assume we would see another run play here, maybe a QB keeper, just to try and get the ball out of the end zone on the initial snap.
Yeah, like an RPO that has no chance of passing, right? Just some sort of misdirection. He doesn't have much room back there, though, Mitch.
And it looks like he's just going to take it. He makes a man miss, and they do get a lot of yards there. Definitely enough to create a pass here. It'll probably be 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5. Bison do call another timeout, so that's the last timeout for them.
That is the last timeout. Looks like we're at 3rd and 7, somewhere in there. I still think you keep the ball on the ground.
Yeah, 3rd and 6, especially with no timeouts left. Even if you pick up 2 yards and maybe you have a timeout of yourself, so try and draw the defense off sides and then call a timeout and then punt it away maybe.
So what bring this all together, right? All together, where this comes from is a really good punt by one of the Buffalo Grove's best players. We've been calling his name all day, right? Quarterback, running back. Now he's punting the ball. That punt was huge for Buffalo Grove.
Yeah.
Again, all facets of the game, you need it.
Sometimes special teams is the biggest part and will win you games.
Yeah. All right, big play here.
Yes, 3rd and 6 on the 8-yard line of the Grens. A minute 13 to go here in the first half. 7-7 score. Could be a game changer as the Bison could get the ball back with possibly under a minute to go. Possibly have a play at the end zone, just a long shot Hail Mary, and the Grens fake throw. Mitch is extending the play,
he's wide open.
And that he pushed him to the ground there, and there's the flag. There's the flag there. Great job by number 2, Garrett Ewan, making sure to sell that pass interference as he was pushed to the ground by number 23, Anthony Bernardo of the Bison defense. Great job by Mitch to extend the play, find a one-on-one coverage down the far sideline there, and pick up a first down even though it wasn't a completed pass.
You know, Mitch had the crossing route wide open. I mean, the guy was on his hip, but he was on his back hip. I never even saw Garrett in that corner on the far side, so you know, okay, we just said 2 plays, 2 big momentum plays. You would not think that a punt and a pass interference with a minute left to go in half could be big plays.
Exactly.
But in high school football, those could be the 2 biggest plays of the game.
They are moving them back here. They must have miscounted the yards on that.
Either way, we got a first down, right?
Yep. Might as well maybe stick to the ground here, or do you think you take a couple shots on the sideline to get your play up a little bit?
I got to be honest with you. I take 2 knees and I run.
Yeah, bring it into the end zone?
Because it looks to me
or
like
bring it
they
to
don't
the
have
halftime?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you basically have won the half, right?
Yeah,
you've
going
won the
out
half.
7-7 tied here.
It's tied, but Elk Grove looks better on offense and defense for sure.
Let's see what they go. It doesn't look like they will be lining up for a knee, but anything can happen here. Empty backfield, fake pass, and he runs it. He's kept the legs turning here, probably picked up 2 yards, 3 yards.
Unless I'm wrong, and BG's got another timeout left.
And it looks like, Elk Grove will take a timeout there. Maybe now, though. Don't need it, though.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it, but I'm up here and I can't see nothing.
Maybe they saw something on that play where they committed to the Mitchell run there and saw maybe a wide open guy here running a route.
I mean, in my opinion, you've won on defense, you've won on special teams other than BG's punt, and you've, yes, it's 7-7, but you've methodically moved the ball. They've had a couple, quick hit shots and the 1 penalty. I just take a knee and go in and feel good.
I actually agree with you, as especially from the last year result. The game was probably over at this point last year, so having a tie game, a 7-7 game here, huge. And just a lot of confidence on your team then going in with a 7-7 lead, having the Bison exactly where you want on your home turf.
Yeah, your first MSL game. We'll see what happens.
The last thing you want is a turnover now and then Bison get the ball right back and possibly with a lead going into halftime. But looks like Mitch is lining up again. Probably doesn't look like they're going to hand it off. Good misdirection there.
Bounds.
Sebastian Holovich gets the outside, but he does fall out of bounds, so that will stop the clock. But that does move the chains for the Grens. It'll be first down and 10 at their own 37, 51.1 seconds left on the clock here in the first half.
Coach Osei's got it in 3rd gear and his foot's down on the pedal. That's his way of doing it. It would be great if it turned out good for them.
And here is a pass play. Was supposed to be a pass play, broken play. Mitch just throws this one away.
Good job there.
Good job to extend the play, get out of the pocket, and throw it away. Make sure you don't want to take a sack there and for a loss.
All right, less than 45 seconds. 2nd and 10. I'm not going to lie. I'm still begging to take a knee.
Yeah. You only got about one more play to do it because you definitely do not want to take a knee with 4th down because that gives the ball right back. Especially here if it's another quick play and then it's 3rd and 10 with the clock stopped. You don't want to take a knee there either. Mitch, though, not looking like they're going to be taking a knee as they fake handoff to Elsner, and they take a shot towards Garrett Huen, who does complete the pass, keeps the clock running, and the Elk Grove Grens will take another timeout. 37 seconds left. This will be 3rd and short, 3rd and 3 on the 44-yard line of the Grens.
Right. I can always say that I'm wrong, but if I start to think about what Coach Osei is thinking, he's showing a huge amount of confidence in his offensive unit, right?
Absolutely.
He knows Mitch is going to make a bullet pass. He knows Garrett's got the hand. So kudos to him. He wants to send that message, and maybe that helps them down the road against a couple other MSL teams.
Yeah, a little bit 2-minute drill here. Good use of the timeouts. Keep the offense on the field as much as they can to end this half. But like you said, 7-7, they've kind of won the half. There's no reason why they couldn't have not need it.
Yeah.
As they bring the offense and defense back out in the field, Mitch will have an empty backfield in the shotgun position. 3rd and 3 here, so I'd assume they go for the first down. And as they hand it off to Sebastian Holovich, he's got room to work with. He definitely picked up the first down, keeps the feet turning, and he gets to the 41-yard line of the Bison. 30 seconds left. I assume they move the chains here, stop the clock kind of in college.
In high school, yeah, they'll start the clock.
On the ref's arm there, as now they did just start it. Fake handoff to Elsner. He takes a shot downfield. Good job. That could be a PI there. No flag thrown. They say the ball was there before.
Yeah, from my angle, that was a really good defensive play.
Yep.
He had inside position and probably was a little bit taller and timed it.
Yep. Garrett Hewen was the initial target there on that pass. Not bad ball there by Mitch, though.
No. That was 10 seconds off the clock, actually 8.
Yep. And I wouldn't think anything less that they're going to try and get in the end zone here, take a shot.
Yeah, you can't do all this and then just fade away.
Not take the shot. As Mitch has a keeper here.
Turn it up.
And they call him out of bounds. Yes, they will call him out of bounds. Probably 9-yard pickup there. That was a good run by Mitch on the keeper there. 8-yard gain is what they're calling. It'll be 3rd and 2. 16 seconds left here in the first half. 3rd and 2 on the Bison 34.
Coach Ace coaching this team as if they've been 4-0 for the last 10 seasons. And
Yeah.
I get it. I like it. I don't agree with it in the beginning, but I'm starting to see the fruits of their labor.
Yep. Mitch lined up to throw here.
Oh, go, Mitch. Out of
And
bounds.
this one is out of incomplete pass, but also Jacob Elsner had his left foot out of bounds once he touched that ball anyway.
Yeah.
So even if caught, that probably would have been ruled out of bounds. 4th and 2, 10 seconds left here. What do you think you do here?
I mean, you got to go. I'd go end zone. You just got to make sure a couple of your athletes are back in case it does get picked off.
Yeah.
You don't want to pick 6.
And on that last play there, they tried to give Mitch time. They couldn't give Mitch time. So if they do go end zone, you got to give them at least 2-3 seconds to get the receivers down into the end zone and get the lead before half.
Yeah.
And looks like they're going to keep it here, try and get the first down. They do get the first down.
Wow.
Looks like here.
Great play
6
call.
seconds left on the clock. Now you have 6 seconds, 1 opportunity to go for the end zone. Good job by Mitch to get out of bounds, get the first down as well.
Yeah, you're into the win. It gives him 6 less yards. He's got to throw it. 6 seconds. I would suspect by the time this ball hits ground or hands, the clock will be out.
Yes. And the way the Grens are moving is the wind is blowing in the opposite direction. So have to have a pretty good arm here, probably about 35 yards if he steps back from the 35-yard line to get that into the end zone. As they're lined up 1st and 10 here on the 30.
Timeout Elk Grove.
Timeout Elk Grove.
Well, I'll tell you, Coach Osei's a coach for a reason. If you'd have done what I asked you to do in like literally 5 minutes ago in real time, right? You took a knee, you'd be going in and it was, nice half. Now these kids are jacked. I mean, they just went 25 yards and in no time, really, no clock time.
Well, they started from their own 3-yard line.
Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry, I had to mess. So, so we're up to almost 70 yards.
Great drive as they got the ball with 1:30 left in the half.
Yeah. Well, you tell me what team you want to be in a tied game. The one that just did 70 yards or the one that let it up, right?
70 yards in about 1:25.
Kudos to the coaching staff there.
Yes, they had a penalty that helped them out with 15 yards, but otherwise it's been all Mitch and the coaching staff making the right calls. Mitch making the right reads, making the right plays when he needed to, just like on that 4th and 2. Now we got 1st and 10 here.
Looks like BG's going to send at least a couple linebackers. Nope, they come with 4.
Open man, he takes a shot.
In the air.
Sebastian Holovich.
He's open.
Great shot, great throw. What a catch. What a catch by Sebastian Holovich. Shot by Mitch Jancic, and that is a touchdown. We do have Jacob Elsner down, hurting him. He's holding something in the end zone, but that is a Grenadiers touchdown. 30-yard pass by Mitch Jancic to give a 13-7 lead at the end of half. Time expired. What a play call. What a catch by Sebastian Holovich, and what a throw by Mitch Jancic.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
This entire drive, we've been saying, need the ball, get it going in the halftime tie game. But here we are, 0 seconds, 13-7 now, and a kick away from 14-7 off the right foot here of Garrett Hewen.
In a weird sort of way, I've been scouting this team for 6-7 years. I have never seen a drive like that in my entire career here watching games.
And as Hewen puts it up the right.
Kudos to the coaching staff. Kudos to the players that pulled it off. Yeah. Offensive line, giving them time. It was awesome.
And now the Grens do have ball back. Once we leave halftime here, come back, Grens will have the opportunity to make it 21-7 and really deflate the ball in the second half.
Absolutely.
We will go into the second half 14-7 after an incredible drive by the offense led by Mitch Jancic. We'll see on the other side.
Thank you guys, terrific. Thank you, future Granadier cheerleaders. Now I'd like to welcome our Elk Grove Marching Grenadiers and their halftime show. Tonight you will get to see a preview of the 2022 competition marching show entitled Heroic Journey. We ask the audience to respectfully and quietly watch and listen as your 2022 Marching Grenadiers perform for you. Our drum majors, Claudia Yapiensky and Celia, you may now take the field for this evening's performance of Heroic Journey. There they go, our Elk Grove Marching Grenadiers. Remember, we're going to perform in a competition on Saturday, October 1st. That's a week from tomorrow. They'll be at Prospect High School in that competition. They'll perform at 4:45, and good luck to them. Go Grands. Now, if you participated in our Elk Grove Band's Split the Pot drawing tonight, get your tickets out and take a look in a moment. I will let you know the winning number for tonight. Take a look at your ticket. If you bought the raffle ticket for the night from the Elk Grove Marching Band parents, we thank you for participating. If you have this number, please come on up to the press box and present your ticket, and we'll give you the winning amount for tonight. The number is 3828964. I'll say it again. 3828. Now here's the important numbers. 9, 6, and 4. 3828964. Thank you for participating. And come on up to the press box. If you've got that ticket, collect your winnings.
Welcome back for second half action here. We have Elk Grove football. They're taking on the Buffalo Grove Bison in their first conference matchup. Grenz will get the ball to start off the second half as they ended the first half with an absolutely amazing 97-yard drive under a minute 30 seconds. Yeah, they had a PI penalty to help them out there, but they gained the momentum, scored on a 30-yard touchdown pass from Mitch Jansen into the hands of Sebastian Holovich, and we got ourselves a 14-7 ball game with the Grenz lead here. And they will receive the kick here and the start of the second half.
You know, at the point where they were on that 3-yard line, 7-7, I had mentioned that I believe they had won all facets of the game. Maybe not crushed, but they had won them all. The way the coaching staff let these kids fly and make plays, you know, that's just got to be huge at halftime. We'll see how it translates in the second half, but I was wrong. Kudos to coaches. They were correct.
Yeah, I mean, you named it. They had small victories in all facets of the game, and they weren't satisfied with small victories. They wanted to take a shot. They wanted to get a big lead here. Not big lead, but get a lead going into halftime and put pressure back on the Bison defense. And let's see how they respond after a 97-yard drive. And let's see, more importantly, how the Bison defense responds.
Yeah. Coach Osei really has been here. He's been here 4 years. He just always talks about culture. That was a big step, that last drive, I really believe.
Yeah, everyone really stepped up. And we're off here in the second half. This is a short kick. This one's going to be fielded. Fair catch was ruled as the the kick returner muffed it there. It was number 11, Jacob Elsner, muffed it but recovered it, and this ball will be placed on the 31-yard line, and that's where we'll start the second half.
Well, I'll take another 5-minute drive like they had for the first touchdown.
Absolutely. Keep airing the ball out. Keep running the clock. And, I mean, Mitch was a great part of that 97-yard drive to end the half. I'm sure he will step up right in the same direction and just keep moving forward as he did in that last drive.
Well, Cervantes looks like he's heating up.
Yes.
When they had the ball, he's getting better and better throughout the game. We've got to keep him off the field.
Yes, and it was good to see Elsner back on the field, as on that play he did take a couple minutes to get back up on his feet there to end as we start to play with a run drive there, handoff to Sebastian Holovich. And that play was go for about a yard maybe.
Yeah, there was 9 bodies be pulled up before I saw the ball.
And Holovich coming off the field holding his left wrist. That's not good for the Grenz, as he's been a huge part of the passing game.
It's really one of his best games that I've been witnessed here for him.
It's nothing hopefully too serious here. Looks like he is in a lot of pain though. The trainer's barely touching his wrist and he's grimacing. But we are back out on the field here. We have Elsner on the right of Mitch in the shotgun formation. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Fake handoff to Elsner. He's looking the direction here. Number 6 is wide open, but he just went right through the hands. That was Logan Tosterud, a wide open receiver, just went right through his hands. Way to extend the play by Mitch, though, but we do have a 3rd and long, 3rd and 9 here.
Mitch heard and probably saw through the biggest lineman within
Yes.
3 yards or less. I can't really blame him on that throw.
It was still a very catchable ball there, but like you said, though, three Bison's players on his heels ready to make a tackle. If he held onto that ball, probably just a split second longer. It's going to look like the same formation here, 3rd and long for the Grens. Another fake handoff here. Pressure coming, but this time Mitch rolls out to the strong side. Great catch. I'm not sure if they're going to mark that inbounds, but he made a heck of a catch there by that was Garrett Hewen on the initial who made the catch but did not get a foot down is what they're ruling.
Fingered catch. He looks like he caught the back end of the ball. It was a great pass. He just missed it by about a yard.
Yeah.
A yard out of bounds.
Great job by Mitch again. He did take a shot there by a Bison. Once that ball was released, did not fall. No roughing the passer, which is good, as no one was hurt in the play. But an outstanding effort by extending the play by Mitch. Great job by Garrett Hewen to at least even make the catch, even though he was out of bounds.
Grens need a fairly decent punter. It's into the wind. Wind's calmed down a little bit.
Yep, and Mitch is the one that punts it.
Get a good roll.
This one almost hit the guy.
Oh, another one.
That hit number 6 there. That was Alex Barnas of the Bison, who was blocking a defensive back there for the Grens, and it just bounces and hits off his legs, and the Grens recover.
Elk Grove had the same thing happen on this end of the field earlier. I don't know if nobody else poison or whatever their click word is, but we got a flag down here. They're picking it up. But, man, you got to tell your defenders, like, off, no more blocking. Head to the sideline.
Absolutely. I thought number 33, Vuskin Dechovic, that ball was just going to come down and hit him right on the helmet there, but that took a good bounce for the Grens, and that was their first break of the game.
Huge break for Grenadiers.
The Bison had 2 breaks in the first half, and the Grens finally get their first break, and now they're in plus territory, 43-yard line, 1st and 10. Let's see if they can make this a 21-7 lead.
I know you want points and all, but you flip the field here.
Yeah.
As soon as I say that, we got a big tackle for a loss.
Yeah, that is number 19, Anthony Palano, who gets the sack in the background as Mitch faked the handoff to Elsner and kept it himself, but was stopped just right away.
2nd and a ton.
Yeah, 7-yard loss on that one. They'll be at the 50-yard line.
You don't have to get it all back here, but we got to get some sort of chunk.
Yeah, I mean, you can with the drive that they took, you could probably be even in 4 down territory here as you're in plus field if you could get under 4th and 3. Empty backfield there for the Grens and Jancic as Elsner's in motion. Jancic steps back in the pocket. He extends the play a little bit, throws it away towards the direction of Garrett Hewen. Had a receiver open there with number 6, Logan Tustard, but did not throw his direction, though.
The only thing I'm not sure about that play is you're 2nd down and 17. That play took forever to develop. There wasn't a receiver within 15 to 18 yards, and the line did what they could. It eventually fell apart. Then he's under duress. Like a little crossing pattern, maybe a tight end,
exactly.
Pause, go out in the middle, and gain 6.
As you said before that play started, getting 6 yards on that play, that's not the end of the world as your 2nd 11. That's just a QB or 3rd and 11 there. But now it's 3rd and 17, and you have to pretty much get it all back here on this play.
Well, they sent the house, and they got
And this is a pass completed to number 13. He keeps his feet moving, and he's going to be just shy. It's going to be 4th and 1, 4th and 2. Great job. Pass completed to Dylan Berkowitz. That was the play we could have been looking there on 2nd down, but you get a lot there. 4th and short, could be 4th and 2, 4th and 1 is what I want to say. Ball will be placed on 35-yard line.
Hey, listen,
what they'll do here.
I got no problems being wrong all night because whatever I say, they seem to come and figure it out. So I got big shoulders. I don't care if I'm wrong. Let's just keep this up.
It is 4th and 2, and it looks like they're lining up to punt. We could see something crazy, though, and maybe a receiver that's on the line just slide out to the left here and maybe pick up a yard.
I mean, the most you're going to gain here is 10, 15 yards on the punt.
Yep. But if you stopped.
Grens look confused here.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, everyone's pointing everywhere. They do get the punt off, and it's just a normal punt here. Trying to pin him deep. Takes about a neutral bounce, and this one's going to roll a little bit.
Maybe 10-ish.
10-yard line, 11-yard line at most. Not bad punt there. You're inside the 15. They're going to mark it at the 10. 1st and 10. Bison will take on their own 10.
Little pooch kick by Mitch. Good play. And we got 8.50 left. again, the wind's picked up.
Yep.
So you got 8 minutes and 50 seconds with Buffalo Grove with the wind at their back.
Well, we hope number 3, Sebastian Holovich, who's been the number 1 target for Jancic all night tonight, is able to get possibly back out onto the field.
Yeah, it looks like they're
Next
taping him up.
offensive way.
Looks like an elbow.
Yes. It looked like wrist one initially, but yeah, they are taping up the elbow here on the sideline as the Bison get the snap to Peyton Diaz. Completed pass for about 3 yards. Stays in bounds, so the clock will run.
We take that all day, right?
Yes, absolutely. Just
Bullet
a little
pass.
slant route there.
Bullet pass in the chest. 3 defenders. Good play.
Good play by both. I'm sure the Bison just wanted to complete a pass there and get the offense going, as they haven't been on the field for about, I would say, probably about 25, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Same formation, 1 receiver to Diaz's left and 4 to the right. And he's going to roll out to his strong side here,
Nice
find the
little
open
comeback.
receiver, Anthony Polano.
That ball might be up.
That
ball might be up.
He did dribble it. They're calling it a catch. On the way down there, he did bobble it a little bit. But they are calling it a catch, and I would assume first down and 10 at the 25-yard line. 2 pass plays for the Bison to start off the second half. Their first drive in the second half.
Referees have done a nice job this game so far.
Yep. The only play that we both thought they missed was the one that Polano dropped the ball there at the 40-yard line, where the sideline receiver just wasn't able to go fast enough down that sideline.
Yep. So they're overlined to far side now.
Yep. Same formation, just on the opposite side. Diaz with a
ball's
bullet pass right to Anthony Polano again. He makes Jacob Elsner miss, and this creates about another 6 yards he's able to gain on that play. He is slow to get up, holding his right arm as well. I'm sure he'll come off, but he's been the number one target for Diaz and the Bison's offense. He is walking off the field right now.
It's a good throw by Buffalo Grove quarterback, because if that ball has any air whatsoever, Elk Grove would have picked it off.
Yes, absolutely.
There was a missile for the safety side coming right at that ball.
Well,
7:30 left.
Yep.
In the
Clock
third.
still running. Diaz looked good on his 2 passes so far for the Bison. Cervantes is lined up in the wide receiver slot, as he's been both passes. This time they hand it off to number 10, Matthew Madarkle, and he picks up 12 yards there.
He got buried in all green and gold, and next thing you know, he
Yep.
shot out like a cannon for an extra 8 yards.
Yep, kept the legs turning. They're going to give him the first down on the 44-yard line of the Grens.
1st and 10 here. We need our defensive line to just make a play.
Yeah. Yeah, the Bison have come out with a little bit different strategy here to start off the half. The first half they were run, and possibly pass every now and then. But now it's been pass with
Pickett,
1 run.
Pickett, Diaz, somebody's got to get in there.
And they did bring, the Bison brought a late sub, number 14, onto the field. They do hand it off right back to Matthew Madarkle, and this one is shut down for no gain, possibly a loss of 2 yards, as it's going to be 2nd and 12.
Yeah, absolutely a loss. We were in the backfield, made
Right
a play,
away.
defensive line, kudos to them. Linebackers were bored on that one.
Yep. Anthony Polano back out onto the field for the Bison. I'd assume if this is a pass play, they're going to look right back in his direction.
Yeah, I got to believe they're going to air this out.
As he takes back, and he, again, looking right at him. Good
Pickett's
job
got
by
him.
the
Get him.
Grens by guarding everyone. Diaz extending the play. He takes a shot. This one is through the fingertips of both the receiver and the DB. Went through the receiver number 23, Owen Davenport. That was through the fingertips of the DB of the Grens.
Pickett got blindsided back here, and
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I can't believe there wasn't a flag.
And
He got on the backside hip and shoulder, and quite frankly, it was essentially just a cheap shot.
Yeah, and then he's still on the ground here.
I can't believe that they didn't call a penalty on that. And Osei is talking to both the referee and the linesman.
Yeah.
This would be a shame if he's out for even a play, let alone more. 'Cause
Yeah.
he has had a great season. He's a spark on that line.
Yeah, someone could argue heart and soul of the defense so far
Absolutely. You know, one of the unsung names, right?
this year. Yep.
Yeah, I'm surprised Osei's not still kind of jawing because, well, here he comes.
Yep.
I don't blame him.
Not at all. As Polano does go up to Pickett and gives him a little tap on the back. Good sportsmanship there, but still kind of a dirty play.
I couldn't tell what it was. If it was a shoulder or an arm. He was up and moving, so we definitely know it's nothing to the head.
Yeah, it
Hopefully
looked
it's a little
like
stinger,
leg.
you know, or something.
Yeah.
God, if I'm Coach Osei, I'm still lighting up that crew.
Yeah. Yep. Jeremiah Pickett, junior, 5'9", 205 pounds. He's just been the heart and soul for the defense of this Grenz team. Everyone here hoping and waiting he is able to walk off on his own power and be able to back on the field as soon as he can.
Yeah, crowd is absolutely quiet.
Yeah.
Student section sitting down. Teammates are worried about him. This
And
kid's a tough kid.
we got a camera on us here.
Which way?
To the left here.
There you are.
Other side.
Oh, my other left?
Oh, he is walking off here. Great sight to see.
I don't see any limps.
Nope.
Maybe just a shoulder slouch on the right side. That was the side that got hit, the right side.
Yep. As we're under halfway through the third quarter, great sight that Pickett is walking off on his own power. And even better news for the Grenz defense, it's 3rd and 11.
If I see that right arm get up to the 90-degree angle, I'm going to be very happy. I'm not going to say he's going to be back, but I think he'll be okay.
Are the Bison even going to let him get off the field here
Yeah.
as the trainers and Pickett are still on the field, and they were lined up, and refs even blew the whistle to go. They're now just stepped off the field as they blew the whistle dead. Now we're ready to go. Diaz in the backfield. I'd assume they look Anthony Polano right away here once again. They actually take a shot the other way. Oh, great defensive play by number 85, Carter Bogut. And that is a 4th and 11. Great job. Way to step up Gren's defense as the Bison's offense was marching a little bit, but stepped up huge.
It's really tough to watch teammate go down. You're worried and whatnot, and the very next play, kid comes up with a play like that. It's awesome. 4th and 11, BG in a punt formation with the wind at their back.
And Peyton Diaz back to punt, and we have number 2, Garrett Hewen, ready to receive the punt return. It's a pretty good punt by Peyton Diaz. Takes a couple bounces, takes a Grenz bounce, which is huge, and this will be marked dead at the 22-yard line, it looks like.
All right, 5:39 left in the third. Let's have another little drive. I'll be okay without points until the next Elk Grove possession.
Yes.
Let's just run some clock off and get that field flipped.
Yeah, it was a little bit longer of a drive for the Bison offense, so you want to give your defense as much time off, and hopefully that means Pickett will be able to come back out if you give your defense a little bit time off.
Yeah, I'm watching them on the side. They're just kind of working the shoulder, and that's kind of what I saw. It was officially I would say that was a cheap shot.
Yeah, I agree with you. As we are ready here, Bison showing blitz, it looks like, and they bring the blitz right away. Elsner, great job of making a man miss, getting close to the first down. He will pick up the first down as he kept the legs turning, and that is a gutsy run by Elsner as they brought the blitz, made 2 men miss in the backfield, and that's a pickup of 12 yards.
Yeah, well, number 76, number 60, 67, and 62, they're the ones that got that first down. They pushed him another 3 yards.
Yes. Looked like he would have been stopped a yard short, but like you said, those 3 players pushed him, and as credit to Elsner as well as he kept the legs turning to make sure he got that first down. Great job. And now we have Elsner still in the backfield with Mitch, and they hand it off to him right again. Open seam as Elsner just lowers the shoulder, and another first down. Number 5, James Hensley, did not know what he was running into as he just got trucked by Jacob Elsner.
Wow. what a run. Coach is fired up. I got to be honest, I'm surprised that kid's still on the field because he just got labeled. That's that play that Elk Grove likes to run. It's like a little misdirection back to the middle. Mm-hmm. They've been using it for years, and if you have the right back, man, we're seeing the fruits of that one.
Yeah, and then Elsner's running angry now in this 2 runs that he's gotten in this drive.
He's had a great game.
No reason why they shouldn't continue with him as they do. It's the same play as He goes right through number 5 once again. Great run by Elsner.
It's going to be really close.
Short.
Yeah, real close to first down.
The Bison have no way to stop Elsner right now as James Hensley attempted to tackle him again and just came up short as he wasn't able to. Off 2nd and 1 on the Bison 45.
2nd and 1. I'd like to see a little run pass option and just get somebody open on the corner.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Garrett Ewan on the left here. There's Daryl Hunt on the right. You know, you got a free shot here, right?
Yeah, 2nd and 1, especially with the way you've been running. Might as well just take a shot to the end zone. But they hand it right back to Elsner as he slips in the backfield, and the Bison are swarmed him. So now it's going to be about loss of 2 yards. Still 3rd and 3, 3rd and short. So
either Mitch got on top of Elsner or Jacob got on top of Mitch, but they were just too close together.
Yeah,
that's all right. 3rd and 3.
Yeah, not bad there. You didn't lose too much, only 2 yards. But hopefully the 2 yards here isn't the difference of this next play. I would go right back with Elsner, though. I mean, they haven't had a chance to stop him. The only way that they stopped him there is because they lost his footing.
Yeah.
And here's the snap. They fake it to Elsner. Mitch was under some duress, but he stays in the pocket. He completes the pass to number 13, and 13, gone! He's gone! Number 13 scores in the end zone. That is Dylan Berkowitz, the tight end for the Grens, and that is a 47-yard touchdown completion.
Listen, we called that tight end a while ago, right?
Yeah.
On the snap of that play, coach, everybody in the building, including me and you, we thought, okay, they're going to run Elsner. The entire secondary of Buffalo Grove took 3 steps forward the minute it was snapped.
Yep.
They were caught off guard.
Yeah.
Great call by Elk Grove coaching.
Great job by Mitch staying in the pocket. He knew he may take a shot on that one. He didn't. Great job to pick it up. But great job by Berkowitz to break 2 tackles and just take that one in the end zone. I mean, after that he broke those 2 tackles, he could have walked in.
Yeah, great play.
Ewan lined up for the extra point here. And, again, good. 3 for 3 on the extra points. We got a 21-7 ball game. 3 minutes and 1 second left in the 3rd quarter.
Up to this point, Elk Grove High School is just literally sending a message to the MSL saying, you know what, you might have thought, but not this year. Yeah.
I mean, everyone probably could have thought this would have been a huge look-ahead spot with Prospect on deck, but they are handling business as it's a 21-7 lead. All momentum still with the Grens here.
So I'm trying to find Jacob, or Jeremiah. He's still on the bench.
Yeah, he has.
Looks a little more peppy than he has. We'll have to see what happens after the game.
And I mean, what a play. Just been running down the throats of Bison that entire drive, and then they just fake handoff to Elsner, and Berkowitz is wide open on the crossing seam, like you said.
Yeah, great call, great execution.
And it gives the Grens a 14-point lead, 21-7 here as we are lined up for the kickoff with Garrett Ewan.
You know, I've been reading some articles after each of the wins, and Coach Osei, he's very consistent. He never gives out too much, but he never gets too down. And his quotes this year have been, you know what, hey, these guys are doing it. We got a lot to learn. We got a lot to go. He's keeping these guys grounded, but they're playing really well.
Yes. Number 7, Tyler Baker is able to return this kickoff a little bit. He made a couple men miss. He's still on his feet.
Out of bounds.
But they are marking him out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Going back to what you said, though, about Coach Osei, I mean, that is exactly what you want. I mean, keep making sure your team knows that they're playing well, but not trying to get them too big of a head where they're just.
If you've ever met this guy or talked to him in person, his heart rate's at like a 4, constantly at a 4. I don't know what he's like behind the scenes or in practice or whatnot, but this year he's done just a great job.
Yeah.
And I really believe, not to take anything away from Coach Osei, but bringing in some seasoned veterans from MSL that know this league, I think it's got to have helped.
Yes, absolutely. As we'll see Peyton Diaz once again in the Bison's offense here. 2 minutes, 55 seconds left. Diaz rolls out to his left, and that ball is short.
Complete.
That is a Diaz rolled out to the weak side. That is very hard to throw a pass across your body like that, and we showed it there as that ball bounced into number 19.
I was kind of concentrating on the fly route, and he was open. I didn't know if Grenz had made any pressure or not, but it looked like he kind of picked the receiver he was going to throw to before he even snapped the ball.
Yep. And the intended pass was Anthony Polano, which we've said a lot of.
Yes.
The refs are telling number 6 on the Grenz to come off, Logan Tostard. So they make a quick substitution here. Matthew Mataro comes on for Logan Tostard, but Grenz looked very confused there after that play.
He's got some blood on his jersey, and high school will not allow that anymore.
Yeah.
Did Coach Osik take a timeout here?
Yes, he did. A lot of confusion there after that substitution, so he took a timeout wisely.
Yeah, so you have to cover it up. You can't have any on it. It's a good rule. It goes back a few years ago. But I always question, like, why aren't you trying to find the guy that's actually putting the blood on everybody, you know? Like in basketball, it's a little easier. But the high school, they will not allow you to play. If that means a new jersey, so be it.
Yeah. The defense here for the Grenz, most of them are out on the field, but there's about 5 or 6 players surrounding Jeremiah Pickett, which is great to see as these guys got everyone's back on the defense.
Yeah, it's a unit. You can tell it's a unit.
They are all keeping Pickett company, making sure that he's okay, and probably let him know that they're going to step up and win this game for him, as he took kind of a cheap shot.
Well, the good news is he hasn't been taken off the field.
No, he's still there. There's still a possibility. Grenz show blitz. It's picked up pretty well there. Slant route. Great defense. Great defense. That's knocked away by number 3, Sebastian Holovich. Great to see him back out there.
Almost as he's rolled on his back and caught the ball.
Yeah.
That's just an athletic move right there. 3rd and 10.
Holovich has stepped up huge for the Grenz this entire game on both sides of the ball. For Lucas Rogers, my apologies. Intended pass there was for number 8, Michael Cervantes, who we've not seen in the QB position for this entire second half. As I say that now, he's still not there. That's Peyton Diaz. 3rd and 10 on the 32.
Crossing.
Yep. And great pass there. That's a first down. Completed pass to Anthony Polano.
That's a good design play by BG. 3 receivers, just kind of scattered.
Yeah.
Defense was hard to figure it out.
I mean, they had Polano pretty much wide open. He was smothered right as he caught the ball, but there was also Cervantes running about 5 yards short of the first down, but he was wide open as well.
Yeah, he was.
And the Bison are back here with Diaz once again. Diaz has looked pretty good here in the second half, passing the ball for the Bison.
Crowd's gotten a little quiet here.
Yeah. And they hand it off to Anthony Polano. He breaks a tackle, and he picks up about 11 yards. They're going to mark him. Good run by Polano.
23 looks like he got a little stinger here. Davenport, Owen Davenport. Referee's looking at him. He says he's okay.
Yeah. I mean, aside from Anthony Polano and a little bit of running from Michael Cervantes, there has been no other offensive weapons for the Bison. Show blitz, and they bring blitz. Great job by the linebacker, and Diaz wisely throws that one away as the pressure's been brought by number 55, Joe Cavaliers of the Grenz. Great job, great timing on that, like you said.
Cavaliers, big boy. He's had a great season so far. I believe he's a junior, right?
Yeah, junior, 6'2", 215 pounds.
Big kid. Well, I'll tell you, Buffalo Grove, you got to start doing something with your snap counts, because I think just about every time, second quarter on, when Elk Grove's blitz, they've been in the backfield.
Yeah, they've timed it extremely well.
I like Joe's speed. I mean, he really was tracking him down.
Yeah, he almost got him on he took a last-second dive and clipped his foot, but he stayed up. This time, blitz is picked up. A weak side throw, and this is a completed pass to Anthony Polano, and he is gone. That is a 45-yard touchdown pass from Peyton Diaz to Anthony Polano. Polano made a man miss there and put it in the end zone. He could have walked into the end zone after he made the initial miss.
Yeah, he was definitely open. It was a good throw.
Yeah.
I think we might have gone for the ball, but the touchdown play really was the little, jabbed his left foot in the ground, made a deke, and he was gone. I mean, there was 2 defenders there.
Yeah.
It's a good play. Kudos, BG.
They ran that play earlier in the half. Diaz could not get the ball to Polano the last time they ran the play, as the PAT is up and good. But last time they ran the play, Diaz cannot get the ball to Polano. This time they do, and they show why they ran that play, because that went for a 45-yard touchdown.
I don't think Jeremiah Pickett's going to get in, but the good news is he's up and walking around, and he looks like he's a lot better shape.
Yes. Well, we have a 21-14 ball game here. Great ball game as we have a minute 32 left in the third half. Nothing but hard work by both of these teams. It's been very good ball by both teams as well.
Yeah, you're right. It is. It's been a well played ball game, no question.
I mean, each team has probably had 2 penalties, and that's really about it.
Yeah.
They picked up 1, which is good news. I mean, low penalties means both teams are playing a great game.
Yeah.
Pretty even scoring game as well here. We have Sebastian Holovich and Daryl Hunt, last 2 guys probably to receive the punt, but they have been avoiding those 2 guys as they've been going to Jacob Elsner usually here on the kickoff.
All right, we got a minute 32 left, and we're going to flip sides, and let's see if we can bring this home.
And here is the kick from Carson Garhart. This is in the direction of number 10, Matthew Mataro. He receives it, and he gets taken down about 5-yard return maybe there. They will take the ball at the 27-yard line.
Good tackle.
Yes. Yeah, a little bit of an open field tackle as he was pinned a little bit towards the sideline, but if that was a tackle there, that would have been a big chunk of yards after that. They're going to mark him at the 28-yard line.
Well, listen, you gotta show that tight end play at some point in these next couple drives, because that put BG on their absolute heels.
Yes.
They have to respect it now, which means now your linebackers can't creep up and stop Janzik and Ewan.
And then that means you just run it again with Elsner until they change up the formation.
Yeah.
Let's see what they do here. And they do hand it off with Elsner. Elsner gets maybe a yard.
Yeah, that was sniffed out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Listen, Buffalo Grove's, got some energy now, right? We're down 7.
Yeah. Just got a big touchdown, 45-yarder.
Yeah, absolutely. It's got a couple, 1 or 2 first downs can kind of let the air out of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this game is by no means over yet. We are under a minute in the third quarter. 2-yard pickup for Jacob Elsner. No one in the backfield here for Mitch, so maybe QB keeper. Maybe they just do that tight end passing. Oh, they have Sebastian Holovich in motion, and they hand it off to him. Pretty good pickup, and that is going to be maybe a yard short. Depends on the spot here, but that is very close.
Yeah, and you know what? He got about 6 after first contact. I mean, it's just a scurry run.
Yeah, Holovich, we've been saying his name all night just as much as Anthony Polano of the Bison.
Elk Grove has spread their offense out to a lot of different names, man, and kudos to the offensive line. They've done a great job. I mean, you don't get 200 yards in rushing without a good offensive line.
Looks like the Grens are not in a lot of hurry here as we're under 10 seconds. I'd assume they'd probably just let this one run down as they got a 3rd and 2 here, and they'll try to convert in the fourth quarter as end of the third quarter, 21-14. 2 great drives by both teams as there's with 2 long touchdowns in that quarter, but great job by both teams in that third quarter as we are still a 7-point ball game.
Yeah, the wind's definitely picked up a lot more than we have in the past.
Yep.
It's kind of nice. The Grens got the ball in the second half, and the wind will take that.
Yeah. Yeah, now the wind's going to be towards their back, so if they take a shot, nothing's
if it comes down to it, I can see Garrett Ewing, trying a little 35-yarder. Mm-hmm. I mean, you wouldn't be able to do that in the other direction, that's for sure.
Nope.
Extra points might be tough now with this wind picking up.
Yes, especially for the Bison if no turnovers happen here and they go all the way down. So 3rd and 2 here, your own 37-yard line. What do you think they draw up?
I mean, that Ewan misdirection, empty backfield misdirection, they ran it to the left side, they ran it to the right side, and just about all of it has gotten at least 1 or 2 yards. They got stuffed here about 3 plays ago, but I mean, got to keep doing it until they prove they can stop you.
Consistently.
Yeah, right.
I mean, even when they stopped Elsner on that one, he did pick up 2 yards, and that's enough to convert here on this 3rd down.
I think you got to be conservative, and then if you get the first down, then I think you can open it up a little bit with the wind at your back.
Yep. But he looks like Mitch is lining up with an empty backfield. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Elsner in motion.
Offsides.
Did not call it there. And the Grens are going to take a timeout. I saw what you saw with Anthony Polano there on the defense. Looked like he jumped, but refs didn't see it.
So I'm curious. See, Mitch saw it too, right?
Yeah,
he thought we had it. He looked at the referee. We didn't have it, and then we called a timeout. I wonder why we didn't just run the play unless that was designed by the staff. Like, hey, let's just get a freebie.
Yeah, but now you have 2 timeouts left. I could have sworn they called the timeout earlier in the half.
Might have been injury.
Yeah, Pickett did go down. Maybe that is what I'm thinking.
I'd hate to think you'd have burned a timeout on a hopeful offsides call.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like to me, but who knows?
Yeah.
This is a must first down here.
Yes. As the momentum is kind of with the Bison right now, unless you get this first down.
If they stop you, with a decent punt, we're gonna flip the field. But this really, truly can be a must first down.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to take anything sack, any loss of yardage.
No.
But we are lining up empty backfield with Mitch in the shotgun.
It's kind of a new look.
Yeah, this is definitely a new look. Motion here with tight end. A QB keeper here, pressure on the backside, but he's got it. He's got room. He's got room. And he is taken down by number 5, James Hensley. Otherwise, if he wasn't taken down there, Mitch was gone.
I'd like to see that play again, because without that horse collar, he is absolutely gone.
Great QB run. He had pressure on the backside, but he was able to use his speed, outrun him, and pick up the first down and a lot more.
Boy, there's so many kids having great games today.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't pick out just one. I can't even pick out 5. They're all playing well.
Yeah, a extremely gutsy performance on this first conference game of the season. Really step up, take another huge direct foot in the right direction as the start of your conference season.
Offensive lineman Milovic, they seem to be running as much as they can.
Fake handoff to Elsner, another keeper with Mitch, and he's going to get really close to the first down. They may give it to him. Great run. He had a stiff arm on that play.
Now, kudos to Elk Grove, their line, and kudos to the coaching staff, because Buffalo Grove knows we're going to run the ball, and they still can't stop us. They don't know if we're going left. They don't know if we're going right. They don't know if it's an RPO. They don't know. I mean, there's just been a lot of plays coming out of the same look.
Yeah. They are giving him. They are not giving him the first down. A 2nd and 1, a 9-yard run there by Jancic for the Grenadiers. Same look as the last year.
Take your shot.
Yeah. They roll out to the right side. Enough for the first down, and then he does get tackled as he picks up the first down. Looks like he was trying to run out of bounds there, but number 6 on the Bison, Alex Barnars, is able to come up with the tackle.
Well, if you're not going to throw with the wind on 2 and 1, then the next time you're going to throw, you're going to have to be in like a 3rd and 7 or 3rd and 8.
Yeah.
And if it's working, why in the world would you try to fix it?
Yep. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, and that's exactly what they were doing. They cannot had really no answer to stop the run, so why go away from it? And more importantly, it's making the clock run out. If they get another 3 minutes on this drive, it's going to be hard for the Bison to possibly come back from 14 points. Hand off to Elsner. Elsner runs up the gut. He does get hit hard there, but he does pick up about 4 yards.
As hard as he hit that BG player.
He was the one that came up limping there.
That was about the same type of hit.
Yep, that was
There's
Alex
some bodies
Barnars.
flying out here tonight.
Yeah. Elsner got hit hard, and it looks like he's barely untouched, while Alex Benaras, number 6 on Buffalo Grove, is limping.
Elsner not be the tallest guy, but I'd have him on my foxhole. He's a tough kid.
Yeah, 5'7", 165-pounder senior. I mean, he has been gutsy this entire game. Same formation once again, but it has been working for him as they hand it right back off to Elsner. Makes a good cutback in the backfield, and he keeps the legs turning. And this is going to be a 3rd and short here.
Yeah, 3rd and 2, maybe 2. So Buffalo Grove sent middle linebacker on a run blitz, and the corner came in, and Elsner just scooched underneath him.
Yeah. Now would you say you go with the run again, or maybe you try and get the tight end cross there?
I think if you're up 14, I would. I think you just keep going with what you got here.
Yeah.
It might be 4-down territory at this point.
Absolutely.
I don't think you have anything to lose running the ball here.
They've consistently gotten 3 yards pretty much on every drive or every run, and it looks like they may have picked it up there too. They're going to mark them a yard short. 4th and 1 though. I mean, still they're probably going to bring the house on you if you do go for it, but they haven't been able to stop you for a yard yet.
Interesting call here.
Keeping the offense on the field. 4th and 1 at the 24-yard line. Just about 8 minutes left to go here in the game, 21-14.
See what the defense gives them, but I mean, you got to run behind 77, right?
Yeah. Running out of the shotgun too here.
It's going left.
Tight end in motion.
Got
They
it.
pick it up.
Nice.
And more.
Gaping hole.
Shoelace tackle there by the D lineman by the Bison, number 79. That is Jack Cadre. If he did not trip up
Gaping
Mitch's,
hole on the left side.
If he did not trip up Mitch's foot there, he was for the end zone.
Tulana set the outside, and number 68 set the inside, and it was just a massive hole. 68 is Bartram.
Yeah, great play there. Pick up a 12 yards. All they needed was 1 there. Now it's a 1st and 10 on the 12-yard line, and better news, clock is still running. This one they hand to Elsner. Elsner runs it up the gut, and a great run, a pickup of 6. Great job by Elsner, and it is a 2nd and 4.
Oh, BG's defensive line and linebackers, they just must be gasping for air at this point. I mean, this has just been one of those, downtrodden, long-minute, run type of series.
Yep, and it has just been ran right through them this entire series. They've had no stop. And why throw a pass when they can't stop the run?
Yeah, no chance to put it up in the air here.
Lined up, Elsner on his left. They hand it to Elsner. This one is still, it could have been stopped in the backfield, but Elsner kept the feet running, and he picked up a couple yards there. It looks like he's going to mark him down at the, looks like the line judge here is marking him down at the 1-yard line.
The 1, wow.
And that is he got hit twice in the backfield, and he picked up 3 yards and picked up the 1st down. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. What a run.
At first contact, that looked like no gain at best.
Yeah.
And now we're looking at 3rd and 1.
So
1st down.
1st and goal at the 1. At the 2 maybe. This line judge is marked at the 1 though, so we'll see here. This is a QB keeper with Mitch, and the line judge calls it a touchdown. Great job by Mitch. He gets into the end zone, and he makes this a 27-14 lead for the Grenadiers.
The beauty of it is it's 6 minutes and 12 seconds left on the clock for BG. They need 2 scores plus.
Yeah.
And they're going into the win.
As long as you get the extra point here and nothing crazy happens, this one could be over.
Yeah.
But it is high school football, and crazy things can happen at any
Garrett's
game.
been pretty solid this year, though.
Garrett
he missed one early on in the beginning of the season and into a real hefty win.
3 for 3 tonight.
High snap.
And it is a 4 for 4. Thank God we did not get the broadcaster jinx on that one. 6 minutes and 12 seconds.
I'm like Jason Benetti, and I don't believe in it.
28-14. Really amazing drive by the Grenadiers. Just ran it the entire drive. Not a single pass on that play, and they just ran it about 50, 60 yards, I wanted to say.
So timeouts left, I believe, is Grenadiers have 2. Bison, Buffalo Grove Bison has all 3. All right, how many times have you heard me say it? This would be a really nice 3 and out.
Yeah, I mean, get a 3 and out here, and then you just continue running the ball. You don't even need a touchdown at that point.
No, you don't. Well, first things first, right? Let's get through the kickoff.
Yes.
Let's stay in our lanes, cover it well, and send the defense. It's done such a phenomenal job out here today.
Yeah.
Let's send them out and do their
Every time the Grens have kicked off, too, there have been quick off the kickoff and have been right to the guy catching it. I mean, very little yards to gain off the kickoff for the Bison.
Chris, it started on an opening kickoff, remember?
Yeah.
I mean, it looked like maybe he had about 10 yards, 12 yards to go. They threw him for a 3-yard loss.
Yeah, in a blink of an eye,
Yeah.
Garrett Hewen putting the tee box down here, and he's lining up to go. 2 guys back for the Bison, number 7, Tyler Baker, and it looks like Cervantes or Diaz. I can't read the side number there. Cervantes is a side Baker on that last line.
Offensive line's done a great job tonight.
Yeah. Hewen raises the right hand, and he sends this one away in the direction of Tyler Baker. Baker does have it returnable, and he returns it. Has a couple of yards, but once he meets the Grens at the 25-yard line, he is stopped immediately. Good punt by Hewen there, and gets a good pickup there for the Bison. But
number 50 Pickett looks a lot more active on the sidelines.
Yes.
Probably a little bit of a shoulder stinger. Let's just hope he makes that prospect game.
Yes, he will be very needed. With a 28-14 lead right now, still a huge part of your defense. You don't want to miss them, but you don't want to risk more injury throwing them out there right now, as it's 1st and 10, 6 minutes and 5 seconds left. Pass to Diaz here, throws it to the weak side, and it's incomplete pass by Diaz to Anthony Polano. Polano tried to fall on it, and the ref called it an incomplete pass. As Polano thought he had it, and he gave his word a little bit to the ref there. But
Coach Osei was not at all happy, because if that pass is on point, a little quick hip move, and he could have gone all the way. So
Daryl Hunt was the only guy there.
Yeah, and he was doing his job, except the linebackers were nowhere to be found.
Yeah, they ran the exact same play that they scored that 45-yarder on. Just roll out Diaz to the weak side and hit Polano. Same formation as they runner to the right and 3 receivers to the left. This time they hit Cervantes, and number 55, as soon as he catches the
Joey
ball.
Covaleres is outstanding tonight.
Yeah,
I'm glad we're calling his name, because he puts in a lot of the dirty work on defense.
Yes. As soon as Cervantes caught that ball, Joey Covaleres was there and hit him hard, made him pay the price for catching that ball.
55 looked like the Bears' 51. Dick Butkus. That was a big hit.
And that brings up a 3rd and long. It's going to be marked at the 27-yard line, so pick up a 3 yards here. This time Diaz rolls out to the strong side. He hits Cervantes again, and this time it looks like it's enough for the first down.
Covaleres again in coverage.
Yes. This will be a first down as the Bison move the chains, and they may have called a timeout as the clock. Oh, actually, never mind. Clock stops once you get the first down.
To be honest, fairly impressed with BG on this drive, for the fact that the first 3 quarters they might have thrown the ball maybe 6 times. Mm-hmm. Everything else was run.
Yeah, coaches are yelling at the box to start the clock, and they did not. And this is a completed pass to number 13, Jacob Najudo of the Bison.
You're going to get official timeout. They're going to tell you what they want on the clock, I would think.
Yeah. Coach Osei for the Grens is still in the ear of the sideline judges why that clock did not start. But it is a first down now, and the Bison are moving it as they're on the 47-yard line. This time Diaz rolls out to the right strong side. Nowhere to go with it. He somehow finds Anthony Polano, and they pick up the first down.
What a pass, what a catch.
Yeah. Great job.
That play from our side of the field just looked absolutely dead.
Yeah. The Grens kind of slowed up on that one there, and Polano was wide open in between 3 receivers. There were 3 receivers about 2 yards in between his left, his back, and his front, but completed pass.
We're doing a little bit of a fast moving in as far as play calling, too.
Yes.
Buffalo Grove's in a definite sprint here. Another blitz by
Another Diaz here.
Under pressure.
Good pressure by the Grens. Diaz gets the ball away, and this one is dropped. This one is dropped by Matthew McCarkle of the Bison. If that was a completed pass, he could have went for a first down there.
Absolutely. If that was a completed pass, people think I'm nuts, but at Elk Grove, I would have called a timeout.
Yeah.
You're on your heels, right?
Yeah. This entire drive, you kind of stated it before that play, though, but they've been running a 2-minute offense for a little bit there, and it's still they got the ball with 6 minutes. But
plenty of people would think that I'm nuts, but you're up 2 scores with 4:30 left.
Yeah.
Let's make sure we bring this home.
Yeah, give the defense a couple seconds to catch their breath.
Elk Grove's blitz on the last 3 last passes.
And they're showing blitz here again.
Here it comes.
This is picked up and completed pass to Matthew McCarkle, who does not drop this one. This is going to be a completed pass. The near sideline judge here is saying he stepped out pretty early, but the other ones are marking him a lot quicker.
I guess he got overruled.
Yeah. I mean, I don't blame him because this guy is very far away from that call.
Elk Grove looks a little gassed here. They're playing well, though. I mean, what they're doing, the release valve comes out of the backfield, and that's where the quarterback's been going, which tells me Elk Grove's, corners and linebackers, they're playing good D. But
yeah. And now he did not get overjudged. They brought him back.
Well, that's good to see. You got to get it right.
Yep. Yes.
So what are we going to take it to 10? Second and 10?
Second and 10 at the 46. We'll pick up a 1. So it should be second and 15. So there must have been a penalty, and the Grens must have accepted. Blitz coming here. Great job by Cervelis. This is through the fingertips of Kajuki Ugawa.
He's played a great game, too.
Yes.
He really has.
I mean, if he comes down with that interception, this game's over.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
He came down a little awkward. He's going to shake that off, though.
Yep. Great
That's
job.
A little hyperextension.
Great job by Joey Cavaliers. He brought pressure on Peyton Diaz of the Bison.
Joey's living in the backfield, and he's making breakfast back there.
Yeah. 3rd and 15, 3rd and long. I mean, I would assume Diaz will go to his main guy here, Anthony Pilano on the near side. He's the first guy on the screen right here. And he is the play. Not looking in that direction, and this is through the hands of number 21, Mitchell Vergito of the Bison. That is, the ball was thrown a little bit behind him, but it was a catchable ball.
Yeah, actually, the Grenadiers could have caught it, but it was like
Yes.
it was like a little tip foul.
Mm-hmm.
He had his hands at his gut, got tipped by the offensive player, and got to his knees. It looked awkward, but they're playing good D.
Yeah. We do have Kachi Ugu still limping here on the sideline. It is 4th and 15.
I think it's a cramp.
Yes, I do too.
You can almost see him kind of laughing a little bit, like how cramps they kill you. But
4th and 15 though here, down by 2 scores. They have to go for it, and that's exactly what they're doing. A little different formation for the Bison. Diaz taking about 5 yards deep. He throws the ball, and that's going to be PI.
Caught it. Oh, he almost got it.
That is going to be PI. He had Michael Cervantes beat. He was open if he didn't get tripped up there.
I don't dislike the penalty.
No.
I don't. He was gone.
Yeah, that would have been a touchdown.
Absolutely a touchdown.
Diaz took about 7 yards back, and he threw a deep ball there.
I wonder what this is about.
I think that's going to be the PI.
Okay, I didn't see where it was.
Yeah.
I was looking at the monitor. I'm like, if this is in the backfield, this could work out well.
I think they're getting number 21, Daryl Hunt, on that PI. But
might have been one of his best penalties he's ever going to take.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, you said it correctly. I mean, if he did not trip him up there, that's a touchdown, and it's a different ball game because the Bison will probably onside kick it at that point, and anything can happen with an onside kick. But instead, we'll have a 1st down and 10 at the 31-yard line of the Grens.
Good news, Elk Grove, number 1, Ugawu. He is in help me out with a cramp mode.
Yes, yeah. And back to the normal formation for the Bison. Diaz back deep,
moves.
and he runs and he picks up 3 yards. Good job by Joey Cavaliers.
Yeah.
He was a QB Hawkeye there.
I mean, Chris, how many kids have we called out that have had a great game? I mean, it's got to be 10 or 12.
It's been a lot, yeah,
Absolutely.
on both sides of the ball.
I mean, Cavaliers was doing it in the first half, but man, he's really made his presence known in the second half.
Yep. And Diaz does get out of bounds on that one, stops the clock at 3:54. Pick up 3 yards, 2nd and 7, 28-yard line.
3:54 is the key here.
Yes.
3:54 left.
I mean, that was the first run of the drive for the Bison, and it wasn't even a designed run. Again, here's another pass. Broken play, though. Great job by Sebastian Holovich to get in the backfield, put the pressure on Peyton Diaz, and would just make him throw that ball away. Great job by the Grens, and great job by Sebastian Holovich to get into the backfield.
You said it a while ago. I didn't look at it this way, but you're absolutely right. This could have been a trap game for Elk Grove. knowing that Prospect's 4-0, if you project and Buffalo Grove's 2-2, they have done a wonderful job today, staying focused on what's in front of them.
Yep, staying in focus on what's in task, and that is the Buffalo Grove Bison, as it is 3rd and 7, 28 on the 28-yard line, and Diaz has been taking a lot of steps back. Did he come down with that pass? He did not. Cervantes went up with a one-handed catch, and it hit him in the hand. I thought he came down with that ball, but that is an incomplete pass. Great job by the defense of the Grens to make this 4th and 7, but once again, it is 4-down territory for
I would not have been surprised if either player came up with that. It's on the far side for us, but a lot of bodies. I'm surprised that ball hit the ground.
Yeah. I mean, once Cervantes went up with it, there were 3 Grenadiers on his tail.
We got some corners that are limping a little bit.
Yeah.
Give me one more play.
Yeah, get the defense off the field, and that may be the last time they're on the field. This time, Diaz in the backfield. They bring pressure, and there is a toss. This is intercepted.
Yes.
This is intercepted by Garrett Hewen, and that could be the ball game. Diaz had to throw a prayer up as he was under a lot of pressure in the backfield, and he had 2 guys there, but Garrett Hewen stepped in front of that pass and intercepted it.
I'll tell you what. Garrett's had a great game, all right?
Yeah.
There's going to be somebody that says, I wish you would have thrown it to the ground. We got 20 Doesn't matter. It's high school ball. You got an interception. He took it. Gren's couple first downs, and this thing's over.
Yep. Number 23 on the Grens, Owen Davenport, was helped off the field. And just like you said, though, if Peyton Diaz throw that ball into the ground, that is a a turnover on downs in about the 25-yard line. So the interception pins the Grens back at the 11-yard line, but they just got to run the ball. And they've had no trouble running the ball at all this second half. Empty backfield here for Jancic. He brings a man in motion. That's Holovich, and he does not hand it off. Fakes it off to Holovich.
Get outside.
And he's got room to run. Good tackle there by number 6, Alex Benaras, who's had a pretty good second half for the defense on Bison. But great run, great job. Bison do call a timeout as the clock stops. Oh, they do not call a timeout.
Yeah, I say not on first down, I would think, but Mitch has had a couple where he's a shoestring away from breaking them.
It. Yeah, I mean, he could have brought that one to the house for 89 yards.
There's got to be 3 where they kind of caught him on the heel.
Grens are just chewing out the clock as they should. As it's been about 20 seconds now since they played the last snap.
I'll be very interested tomorrow to see the stats on this. The Grens have got to have over 250 yards.
Here is another QB keeper here, and he breaks a tackle. He's gone. He's gone.
There
he is.
He might not get there.
Can he go?
Cut.
30, 25, 20, 15.
Oh.
What an effort by number 7, Tyler Baker, as Mitch was gone, and he came out of nowhere, and he almost brought that one to the house.
Number 7 came from the middle of the field, and Mitch was on the right side. Kudos to him, but I told you, he was only a couple away.
Yeah, and there it was. I mean, he was 10 yards short there. 15. They're going to mark him down at the 15.
I got to believe Elk Grove with that run, they got to be pushing 300 yards rushing in the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm anxious to see it.
And I would say 200 yards in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because they did a lot of run. They started off running in the first half, but then they ran or threw the ball a couple times on that last drive, and now it's just been run. And handoff here to Elsner. Elsner's got a little bit of room to work with, and looks like he will be down at the 2-yard line. First and goal, Grens. Under 2 minutes and 5 seconds left here in the game.
If I was a betting man, and I am, I would have bet my house that Jancic wasn't going to have that ball after that long run.
Yeah.
But the money line would have been like minus 900. I still would have bet it.
When you see a lock, you just got to bet it.
Well, a kid just rambles, 70 yards. You're not going to have him do a sneak. Now, on this one, odds are a little more in my favor.
First and goal here at the 5-yard line. This game is pretty much over, but the Grens want to get a third touchdown, make it a 21-point win. And this one is stopped. Maybe picked up a yard with Elsner there.
2nd and 5, we're calling it. 2nd and 4. Just under a minute and a half left. If I'm Coach Osei, just keep pushing.
Yeah.
Send the message to the rest of the league.
Yeah. I mean, Bison are look like they're done on that sideline. No timeouts called. I mean, you could even knee it here, but last time we said knee it, they went down 97 yards for a touchdown, so I doubt they knee it here. But they are in no rush to run a play. Looks like they're going to call a timeout maybe.
Yeah, he'll call a timeout right before clock. Referee's looking at something.
Yeah, clock is running though. Not entirely.
Back judge's arms in the air.
There we go. Now is the timeout.
Yeah.
Mitch Jancic was right next to the referee, watching the play clock, making sure they did not take a penalty on that.
Because a lot of stadiums don't have play clocks, so
yeah,
you got to watch the back judge. And the minute he throws his arm in the air, that's 10.
Okay.
And it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So he'll give you a 10-second heads up. It took me years of watching high school football to figure out how do they know, you know?
Yeah.
Finally somebody clued me in on it. But, yeah, they're going to let that back judge get his arm in the air. If they don't score here, I got to believe Coach Osei is going to go for a touchdown. I can't imagine taking it.
I agree.
Just can't. Not after what we saw in the first half.
Mm-mm. And good thing you taught me that, because my next question was, where is the play clock on this field?
High school's got some weird stuff, man, I'll tell you.
Well, it's going to be 2nd and 4, 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Looks like
they're going to knee it here, and they do.
Good for them.
Good job. Satisfied with the win. This one's going to roll out here. I'd assume they probably don't have to run another play. They may have to run one more. Not sure where the play clock is.
I don't
where
think they will have to run one.
They are lining up, it looks like, for one more. But besides that, everyone here is cheering. The crowd is pumped. The players on Elk Grove is all pumped. They're hugging each other. And now the Grens are going to go celebrate with their team. Here we go. This is a sight to see. This is why we love sports. As Mitch Jancic, first player, he doesn't even go to his teammates. He goes to all the coaching staff, gives them hugs, gives them fist bumps, because he knows that this is their win and just as much as his win.
Well, I'll tell you what, we don't know what's happening across town, but Elk Grove sends a message to all the teams in MSL. We're 5-0, 1-0 in conference. There's only 3 teams coming in today in the MSL East, which is a phenomenal league this year. They were 20-10 in their first 4 games combined, right? It's a great league. Elk Grove now is 5-0. Prospect, maybe. Who knows? But it sets up a perfect matchup next week.
Yeah.
Prospect at here in Elk Grove. And I will tell you, if you're watching, Prospect travels unbelievable.
Yeah.
So if you haven't been to a game for a while, it looks like the weather's going to be good. Boy, this team could really use you. This Elk Grove team, you know, they're out here fighting for us. Let's fight for them. And the one team you do want to bring out the house is Prospect. They travel unbelievable, and quite frankly, they're a little bit annoying. So, hey, that's just me.
Absolutely. Thankfully, I'll be on the call for that one next week as well, as this game ends 28-14 here in Elk Grove, Illinois.
Hey, shout out to Gabe Newman. I used some of your stats, and thanks so much for EGTV, Deb Ross, and everybody. Appreciate you letting us do this.
Yep. As always, thank you. Great team win here by the Grens, and we'll see you next week with Prospect on deck.
So long,
everybody.
Thank you,
everyone.